Okay, welcome friends. Greetings. It's me, it's Vorm. Distant Worlds 2. I was looking through my library, trying to find something I wanted to play, and I got other games we're in the process of playing, but I was in the mood for more of a Space Empire management type game. So, we're going to check back in with Distant Worlds 2. I think this is my fourth time since its original release. We had an initial play when it released, then we had a long delay while they kind of fixed the initial release, and then we've revisited twice more during big updates. No big update or anything currently, so I'm not revisiting it because something fabulous and new and extra has been added. The DLC with a couple of races was the last one, I believe, but there's been some incremental updates and changes since then. I think it's been about 6-7 months since I last checked in. So, my history with Distant Worlds 2 is very similar to my history with Shadow Empire. They're both games that I really, really want to play, very much. They're right in my wheelhouse, push a lot of my fun buttons. But, like Shadow Empire, I have issues with some of the stuff they do and the implementations and just broken stuff and all that. So each time I've tried, we haven't made it very far. We've had a few episodes and then it kind of dies because I get enraged at various things and knock over my toys and storm out of the room in a huff. So hopefully this is the time. This is the time where it's gonna catch my interest. My imagination is gonna go crazy, and we're gonna build a cool space empire and go whoop some aliens. So let's hope that's what happens. So I've got a game that started or saved right at the World Gen, so you don't have to wait through that. And here we are. We are on Karuba 3. I don't want to be Karuba 3. Can I be something else? I want to be Vormitopia 3. There we go. We are Vormitopia 3. Look at that. So easy to change the name of a planet. Let's make a hotkey for Vormitopia 3. And that way, when we zoom out, look at the galaxy, I can jump right back to it. All right. That's nice and smooth. Okay. So, here we are. We're humans on Vormitopia 3. This is the very, very beginning of the game. Only thing I've done was generate the world and then let the first couple of days pass just so some initial pop-up messages are done. But otherwise, we're firmly in control. So this is one of my favorite types of starting setups. We've got our planet, we have some asteroids, and we have a moon real close. So I like this setup. A lot of the worlds you'll be a moon of a gas giant, and you won't have your own moon, and you won't have asteroids nearby. So, this is the kind of preference I have. We got a pretty good solar system, looks like. So a number of orbital bodies you can see here, including 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gas giants, each of which could have Kazlon, the fuel of choice for interstellar warlords. So, that's also good. What else we got? We got a deep ocean planet. We've got a carbonaceous moon. So that's about it. The deep ocean, nothing else really is going to be anywhere near habitable. So we won't have a lucky second planet here in our home system. But, that's fine. So we start with a few ships. We've got a constructor under construction and a couple of, I think, a freighter and a miner. And a light freighter being constructed. So let's go first. Let's see, what did I used to do here? We need to go here, and then here, and let's see, these are the general settings. I want to do... I'm going to let it do most of the stuff initially. We'll go and we'll slowly turn things on and off that I do and don't want to handle. For people that aren't familiar, and I'm not going to go into all the details of all the systems. This isn't a how to play. But basically, you can automate as much of the game as you want. You could literally be a backseat passenger and let the automation do all the work. And you could just kind of watch the game progress without your involvement in any way. Or you can do that, but you can take control of whatever you want. You can countermand what the AI is going to do and change it to something else. And you can set all sorts of varying levels, all the way down to the exact opposite, where You are the micromanager from hell, and you are a very involved emperor, and you make every single decision in every single location at all times. But it can be configured in many, many ways. So that's what this is for. This is for so you to tell the game which things you do and don't want to deal with. I'm going to leave most of it alone. We will take full control of research. We'll do manual on research. I want to control that part. A lot of the rest of this stuff isn't really going to matter for quite a while anyway, until we get to mixing it up with other empires and stuff. So computers can be better at paying attention to the minutia than I would be. So I'm just going to let it do its thing. I don't think... The only other thing I might change is funding levels. I do like to fiddle a bit with the funding levels, but I'm going to see how it does first, and then we'll jump in if I see it doing something I don't like. Yeah, alright, so that's the only thing there. Don't need to change anything here. Diplomacy, our characters, we'll get into that later. Our colonies, exploration, resources, ship construction. All right, let's jump to research. So, as always, we definitely go warp field, pay the cost. Next up, let's do... We go straight for the second one. Let's go straight for the second one. Not even bother with everything else. So pay that. And then as soon as this one finishes, we'll add in the next warp one, which we'll do right after that one. All right, we're done with research. That's pretty much it there. Next up, we want to tell it to build a space base. So let's get that started. And we gotta scan this before we can do anything with it. So we'll get some exploration ships going. You know, like you. Hey, you. Go survey the moon. Do that first. Don't survey a bunch of stupid asteroids. All right, I think we're all set. That's pretty much all I can do right now. Start. Go. Hey there, murder. What are you up to? Me, I'm just sipping some fine purified water and running a space empire. What are you doing? That's it. Get over there, ship. I can't quite click on it. I can't quite click on it. Let's see. There was a way of getting it to follow. Not that one. Whatever. We'll watch it spit out its little surveys. How you doing? Still waiting? You're waiting for that to finish before you can get finished, aren't you? Yeah, I didn't quite stop it from building the constructor first. If you're fast enough when the game starts, you can either stop this or you can blow it up if it's just barely started, but we'll just let it ride. Bloink. So what did we get? We got steel. Steel is good. We got Aculon is good. We got Cuprica. Why did I get doubled up messages? And we have a research option. All right. So we can do a research base at the moon. That's pretty common. That's good. That'll give us a second research location. Alright, so they finished that up, which means we are getting progress now on our spaceport. We are. And yes, go ahead and get a mission assigned to build the spaceport. And sure, get a mining station going too. And he's in motion. Yep, go ahead and get another scout going. Wait, oh crap. I should have waited until the warp drive is ready. Let's see. Can I cancel it? That's the exploration ship. Cancel construction of that. Alright. Go. We're going to wait until we finish a warp drive upgrade. No sense in building the scout ship. Although this won't be done by the time the tech's done, so it probably would have been fine, but... We have Garaxian Nectar, do we? Calling development, pop growth, and plague curing. Alright. Working on our research base and our space station. Things will really start kicking off once we get these done. Oops. Hey, you. Go hang out near the space station. As soon as it's done, and as soon as that tech's done, you're gonna go in for a refit anyway. Alright, the construction noises are kind of annoying. Spaceport is done. Decline. Come on, tech, finish up. Alright, now you guys can build stuff. Yes, build the EX2. And you... gonna let me grab it? I hate it when ships are near bigger ships. I am in what, top-down view? That's fine, we'll find it the other way. Exploration. Hey, buddy. Go retrofit. Alright, now we're in good shape. So research center's also done. Yeah, they're going to keep wanting escorts. Crap. That's fine. The occasional escort's okay. It's not going to break us. Alright, he also should be upgrading. No mission, no mission, no mission. Soon you will have missions. Just gotta get the explorers out. Alright, that should be our first. Oops. Oops. Nope, that's not acceptable. That is not acceptable. Not that. Select ships in main view. Apply. Whoa. I love it when it moves my screen when I change a setting. Alright, our first hyper jump. That's why I couldn't grab that ship earlier. I had click with the mouse to be move the window, not select ships. Got our first military ship. Yep. Build more. Got our first spy. Mining station is up. We are accumulating. $52, $53, $73. What do we got on our home planet? We have 100% on polymer. Well, that'll cover that for a while. Argon. Well, we don't need argon. Uh-oh. 2 of them are just argon. That's not good. 2 of our 5. Hopefully, at least... I'm hoping for at least 2 with Kazalon. We've got 5 gas giants. So... we got a computer core salvage, detailed maps and nearby systems, Kamuri and Naboo. Not the Naboo. Hey there, Naboo. Oof, that's an ugly system. One volcanic planet and what is that? Is that even? That's an asteroid belt. No, that's not great. How about Kamuri? Kamuri's a little better. One gas giant, frozen, a marshy swamp, huh? Yeah, that one's not great either. Back home. There's some Kazlon and Krypton. Hey, you, get busy. Oh, that's the escort. %80 Kazlon. That's a pretty good number. 2 more gas giants. Oh, dang it. Oh, yep, that's Kazlon too. So we got an 80 and we got a 60. 1 to go. And that's, 3 of them. 60, 60, and 80. All right, 3 out of 5. That's pretty good. I'll take it. Krypton and Argon in addition. Cool. Hyperios. Build a CS2 shipyard. Really? Yes. There's been a new update for Distant Worlds. Yeah, well, I mean, there's been betas, but I thought the most recent one was, I don't know. Did they have one late January, end of January? I am hopeful. There's those slow boat miners. Instead of refitting these designs to skip drives, they just like to take a century to get to the nearest in-system planet. I always wonder about these guys. Alright, we got our scientist. Hey, buddy. What else do we get? Kazlon again. Heck yeah. All the Kazlon. Osalia and, ooh, +7. Mataran Incense. Pretty good one. Yesterday? I thought I checked. Ah, is that the Stellar update? I didn't notice. I looked through the chat screens, Steam chat, but I didn't look at the actual pinned update news. Yep, sure was yesterday. Yeah, that's a fair one. So yeah, I'm playing without knowing or realizing that that update had landed, so I don't even know what they addressed. Whoops. I love how when I minimize the window, my screen, my game capture software stops recording, or it doesn't stop recording, but it disappears. That's weird. Really weird. I've never seen that happen with any other game. Let me briefly read through some of the notes here. Many major improvements for gameplay and game quality. Focus on greatly reducing crashes and launch issues. I never really had crash or launch issues, so, you know, alright. Improves performance in both scenes and the galaxy simulation. Pathfinding issues. Improves fleet and ship behavior. I think part of why I'm not so much caring about this is I think this is the official update that rolls in all the beta updates that I was already aware of. And then I'd already, well, I won't say I've played them because I haven't played in 7 months, but I think, yeah, I think this is just the official rollout of what has already been in the beta branch, which is what I was aware of. So, yeah, that's what this is. Most of this I won't even recognize as a difference. I have never at one time played the game enough because I constantly get driven off with issues. I've never played it enough to get really, really solidly behind and understanding all the different systems and all that. Performance improvements I can maybe see, but my games don't generally get far enough that the power of my system is going to be challenged by the depth of the simulation with those super large empires and large galaxies and all that. Yeah, I'll look through most of this stuff later, but I already knew most of this. Alright, yeah. Not gonna take time during the stream to read through it. We'll just play and see how it goes. I do remember one of the major annoyances that caused me to leave the most recent time, 6-7 months ago, and that was pirates. Yes. Pirates. A new pirate would show up. The new pirate would attack me, raid my colony, blow up my ships, whatever. And so he would attack my colony, start murderizing my people. My people, not wanting to be murderized, would return fire. And then I would go to my diplomacy screen, and there would be a big fat, like, -100 relationship status because we shot at them. They tried to murder me. They came to my place, tried to murder me. I refused to be murdered. So I then get a huge, massive negative diplomacy thing that I can't get rid of for a long time to get them to stop trying to murder me because, you know, I don't like being murdered. So, yeah, you know, that one really annoyed me. That annoys me so much. That is so stupid. You kind of shouldn't get all pissy when you try to murder somebody and they kind of like don't want to be murdered. It seems to be a bit schizophrenic to hold it against them for not wanting to be murdered. All right, what's going on? Oh, shoot. Holy crap. How long have we been not researching? Oh, ever since. Oh, it's been a while. My bad. That's all right. I'm sure we have built up a huge stockpile of extra points. So get that going. Pay the costs. That'll get us the fun stuff. Zoom in so people can see what the hell I'm picking. Then we're going to go with all the basic stuff. Transport, commerce, medical, recreation. All right, that'll get us all the first tier stuff. Then we're going to go expanded civilian ships. All right. Go tech, go. Steel and Mednar. Sure, that's fine. I'll let you do whatever you want for a little while. Alright, that sound effect. I'm getting it in one ear of my headphones. that machinery sound effect. It's really annoying. Sound. Let's see. General effects volume. Maybe it's, I don't know if it's general effects that weird me out. It's not user interface. It's not Nebula. It's got to be general effects. Goodbye, general effects. Down to 10% with you. Then I'll only have 10% of the annoyance in my left ear. All these freighters sitting around doing nothing. Bunch of lackeys. There's like a big stockpile here. Take it to the space station. Get it out of the ship. Why are you all just sitting around? So, we are getting our maximum investment for research output. Got our 2 stations up. Gotta love that they still have that general hired a year later. General fired. Constantly. That's funny. Poor generals. Got nobody to fight, so they just sit around all day, and then they get sacked for poor performance because there ain't nothing for them to do. How you doing, guys? 164 at plus 20. All right. How are the scouts doing? We're not out of the system yet. Never mind. Not till we get this next tech done. probably all scanning asteroids at this point. Yep, surveying. All of these little names here are asteroids. They're just queuing through all of the asteroids that are in the system because they've done all the planets. What's our mineral locations looking like? Alright. New mining spots. Everything except for asteroids. Yeah, we're pretty much all set. Abandoned base encountered. Investigate. Take me. Well, hi there. ML445 Spaceport. You guys gonna give me the suggestion to go... Oh, new general. I'm gonna go sit around and do nothing for another year. Or he gets fired. Gonna give me the recommendation to fix it? Yep, you sure are. Sure. Go ahead. Somebody go fix that. All my little exploration ships are just scanning all the asteroids. No resources, no resources. Oh, there's a little bit of steel and Mebnar. Back home. How's this compared to Stellaris? I can't make the comparison because I have like 30 minutes playing Stellaris. So, you know. I can tell you they play very differently. They focus on completely different things. This is much more granular than Stellaris is. By that, what I mean is this one is almost a full physics simulation of materials. So you have a moon that has resources. You have a mining station that is mining those resources. And you can see when I do the pop-up here at the bottom, it shows the amount of those resources in the mining station. So the resources go from planets and asteroids to a mining station. Then you have to have a freighter come and pick them up. And the freighter delivers them to a space station where they're stockpiled. Then if you go build something like a space station somewhere else, a freighter has to come and pick up the raw materials and actually deliver them to the location. And if it doesn't have the hold capacity for doing it in a single trip, it'll have to make multiple trips. So it's very, very, very granular in that regard. There's a lot of other differences, but it's a different kind of a beast than Stellaris is. While they cover the same overall subject matter with space empires and all that, how they go about it is very different. And this one has way, way more detailing controls, drilling down to the small layers or the low layers. But it has issues too, so, you know. This is the current galaxy. This is a mid-sized galaxy of 700 stars. You can go up to about 2,000 stars on the high end. And I've stocked it with, I think, 12 alien majors that we're going to contend against. And there's just probably 4 or 5 times that little minor independent planets that'll be speckled around. Plus large-scale events that happen later. And there's a whole bunch of ways you can control the gameplay, difficulty, setup, all that kind of stuff. Lots of interesting races to play as well. But yeah, I can't do a direct comparison. I just don't have enough time in Stellaris to make a coherent, this does this, that does that, and here's why one may be better than the other. Alright, we got our stable warp drive. What that means is we're going to get a big influx of ships heading into the space bases to retrofit to the new technology. Is the technology tree fun? I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure what fun means in regards to a tech tree, but this is the tech tree. If I scroll out, and it's broken down into categories, weapons, so weapons and weapons, but different types, troops, and you know, all sorts of different categories. They're also listed over here for quick jump reference. And I can zoom it in. Currently, though, it's only showing the tech that I'm at and the next tech I can research. I have the tech tree set that way to do it that way. So it's actually going to expand outward to the right quite a ways. Very detailed, but again, I don't have any idea how interesting or detailed Stellaris does because I don't remember how the tech tree works there. But you have an option when you start the game to either have a tech tree set like this, where you can only see your current tech plus the next one in the chain, or you can have the entire tech tree revealed. And then you can also scramble the order of some of the texts. There's an option to do some kind of a scrambling of the order, so it's not the same fixed every time. So we just got our next warp drive. This is the first warp drive you gets you fast travel within the solar system. This one we just finished researching is going to give us access to the stars nearby. So we need to get all of our exploration ships back in. So these, here in a second, should all get switched to a mission to go retrofit to the next tech. We'll just let it ride for a minute. We'll see if it does it automatically, which it should. We're working on the basic transport systems. We're picking up the basic low-level techs for the rest of the stuff. What are you guys doing? Are you upgrading? Yep, there's the retrofits. 1, 2, 3. All 5 of them just instantly switch to retrofit, one after another. So they're all going to head in to get a new design upgrade that incorporates the new technology. I need to get building about, I don't know, double that many more exploration ships. 34 grand, huh? All right. Construction order. Give me 5 more of those, please. Get working on that. We want to just spam out exploration ships now so we can get to the stars and find all the good resources as quick as possible. Nah, the whole political thing, that's based on, like, generational warfare issues, and my great-granddaddy kicked your great-granddaddy in the nuts, but then 2 generations later, your mommy slapped my mommy type stuff. This is 2 different races meeting for the first time, one race actively hostile and trying to kill the other race. It's not like there's a historical precedent and previous grievances being aired out and all that kind of crap. You showed up and tried to murder me. I didn't want to be murdered, so don't be pissy about it. I'm okay with you trying to murder me. Just don't be pissy about it when we come to the diplomacy table and grumble and be mad at me because I didn't want to be murdered by your dumbass. That's the only thing I object to. I don't object to the murdering part. You know, it's a Space Empire game. Come murder me. I just object to the whole idea behind you can get pissy because I rejected your murdering me. So look, hey, pirates. They have arrived. Yeah, more pirates. Uh-oh. We're in trouble because they did not ask for... Oh, there we go. Protection agreement. I was getting worried for a second. Yes, I accept your treaty request. I will pay the protection. And then more pirates. The Sinister Rock Mercenaries. Yes, I will pay your protection as well. Yes, I will also pay you for your map of that unknown star system. We got a map to HH229. Okay, so diplomacy, pirates, so neutral minus... Oh, neutral plus 6. How much money do I have? Not quite yet. Not quite enough. A few more maps and they'll be happy enough to go to a non-protection agreement. Oh, crap. Ghost Fleet. Already here, and I only got 18,000. That's a little early. Usually I have more money, but I did have that period of time where I forgot to research. Oh, a third pirate ship. Oh, no, that's the Ghost Fleet pirate. Yeah, so dismiss. And yes, I will pay you, even though it puts me into negative cash flow. But who cares? You know, I'm a government entity. I'll just turn on the money printers. Print that money. What bills? I'll just make more money. Pay my bills. No problem. All right, Ghost Fleet integrated. We've integrated the Ghost Fleet into our empire. Hence the massive list of materials, because it's basically fully scouted another solar system. The legends were true, blah, blah, blah. You're also humans. We're now going to join. We gained advanced tech in advanced nuclear fission, which we are not quite working on yet, but that was the next one I'm going for after these. And then proton ionization. So dismiss that. Clear all of these. These are just resource notifications for the nearby star systems. And then the tech that we got. Okay, so close that up. And let's go zoom out So I think this is where the Ghost Fleet's hanging out. Hey there, Ghost Fleet. Space Station. Oops, went too far. Hey there, Space Station. The Ghost Fleet base. Orbiting Ubas Junction 4. Gas giant with Kazlon, 39%. So we have a refueling station as well. There's one other gas giant in the system, and it has no resources. That's unfortunate. Anything else interesting? Rocky Metallic, suffer sandy desert and rocky metallic. Nothing remotely habitable for quite a long time. Alright, the fleet will probably get sent over here to our home base, but that's fine. So at least we got a refueling point in that direction. We got a bit of a gap here with not many stars in kind of this section. They put us way out on the rim of the galaxy, which I kind of sometimes like, kind of sometimes don't, because we do get this kind of thing where we got these large areas, especially when they have nebulas in between the transit points that can make things a little tough to move around. But we've got kind of this rim area here we'll probably be able to expand into without too much problem. All right, back home. So where are we at on my various things? Construction yards. This is one thing I was looking for. These are all the exploration ships we queued up. They've got constructors queuing up as well. A lot of these are queuing up just to get retrofitted to the new designs. Ghost Fleet and the planet don't do much, so everything's pretty much running out of Vormatopia 3 spaceport here. It's pretty busy. A lot of stuff happening. But now that we has any of these scouts started moving out system yet? Yep, they're heading out right now. There they go. They're going out to explore the nearby systems. As the other ones come off the retrofit assembly lines, they'll scatter out as well. A Gravelex has been encountered already. Hey there, Gravelex. Orbiting the sun. Yeah, that's usually where they're at. That's fine. He won't get in our way. There's nothing over here really for us. This guy's going to sit here and send scanning probes to the planet until it figures out if it has any resources. So here's differences, I think, between this game and Stellaris. Like I talked about, the granularity of everything. So this ship is sending probes to the planet, and it'll eventually see what kind of resources it has. And that process, the speed of which is controlled by the design of the ship. So we have a ship here. It's an exploration ship. Shows all the hard points. The colored circles are various types of hard points for weaponry or shields or propulsion and all that kind of stuff. All the systems that are involved in the ship. So they're using a survey module and a proximity sensor array for parts of this process. The basic survey module has a certain level of strength that it can do per second, and it has 120-second survey time. So the tech tree will get you access to more and better components, and you can do mix and match puzzle games with all the components within certain hull sizes to create your own ship's designs. And the races have different hull kind of templates that you have to follow. So some of the races are completely different hull type builds than others, which makes for a lot of variability in the gameplay and how you can design your ships. A lot of details over here as well, but I'm not going to get into all that stuff. But every single thing on this list is made up of components that require certain resources that you have to go get. So this takes 6 Mebnar and 3 Carbonite to actually build. So you have to be mining the resources, moving the resources to the places that need them. And then it builds the components, and then it delivers the components, and then it uses the components to actually construct ships, and so on. So that's what's going on over here. It's just warning me that there's a Gravelex in the system, but he won't bother us because we're not going to go near the star. New exploration ship complete. Good. He'll be outward bound. New tech completed. Early beam weapons. So tech. Show me my tech tree. So we got partial progress on almost nothing else. A little bit of torpedo weapon progress. Almost done on proton ionization. Nice. Early energy deflectors is almost done. And armor plating's about 60%. But the main ones I want are bandit civilian ships, which we didn't get. And then either nuclear supercharging or hyperdrive. Those are the next two biggest ones, because that, again, Gets us out system faster. So early warp experiments get you your in-system fast travel with warp. Stable warp fields get you the warp bubble generator, which is the one that lets you reach nearby stars. And then it's just faster and farther, faster and farther, faster and farther as you go out to the right. So this is the next really big one. But we need to get a bunch of this early and mid, first and second column stuff done before I go for that. And preferably get a few more research facilities built to speed that process up. Because the cost to research grows at a tremendous rate. So, like in this example, that costs 75. That costs 150. That costs 800. That's the kind of jump from the second category to the third category. It doubles to there, but then it's more than quadruple to get to there. So, and that trend continues. So we've already got a bunch of things queued up. I'm just going to let these play out. So, no change there. How's our economy doing? We got to recover our negative balance. Plus, we're also paying pirates. I need to get rid of the pirates, but I can't get rid of them without having cash. So we're going to be strapped for a little while we try to get our economy back in order. Abandoning base repaired. All right. So, we got some data from the computers as we were getting it fixed up. We can either reveal an independent colony, or we can reveal some galactic coordinates. I'd rather have the colony. Yeah, dismiss that. Alright. So, hey there. That's a pretty nice looking system. You guys have got a forest moon with some Ikuro. 185 million of the Ikuro. Okay. And 3 potential Kazlon fuel generating planets. Hey there, Mr. Ambassador. It's a little out of our reach at the moment. Technically we can probably reach it, but... What are the galactic coordinates? Usually it's a point of interest with like a tech cache or an abandoned ship or... something in kind of these mini galactic storyline things. I don't remember offhand what might be there specifically, but it's from memory, it's usually those kinds of things. Either radar. What's a Gravelax? It's just a space animal. Big space animal. So if we go to military, dangerous, we've got the Gravelax strength 590 estimate and an 806 estimate over on this one. So, they're literally... That's a Gravelax. Right there. I don't think I can get a description here. I'd have to go to the Galactopedia. Not game concept. Space creatures. Gravelax. And they're different strength Gravelaxes depending on what star they're orbiting. But, for example... A Gravelax around a white dwarf has a ship maneuvering bonus, movement speed, heal rate, ion weapon damage, etc. So they vary a bit. But they're basically a big space animal. We don't want to mess with them yet. Sure. Go ahead and get some more, uh-oh. Can't do it. There we go. Back home. I don't remember how many there are. Gravelax, Ardalus, I think, and I forget the other one. There's some stuff that'll appear later. Another spy. What are you guys doing? You guys just doing counter-espionage? Yeah, counter-espionage. Which is fine for now. Only thing people we can go try to get stuff from. Oh, we finished our next tech. Cool. Is the pirates we're in contact with. But yeah, there is a Galactopedia, so you can look up lots of things. Ardaluses, Gravelax, and Vorticar. You can actually turn these on and off during the startup of the game as well when you're picking all your settings. You can choose to have more, less, or none of them, your choice. Same thing with pirates, you can have more, less, or none of them, various hostility levels and all that. There's all the alien races that are in the game that you can play or compete against. Government types, Ship components. That's a long list there. Really long list. Hints. Lots of hints. Pretty well done system. A lot of good information in there. Right now what you're seeing is my home planet. We've got a mining station here that is actually mining several of the nearby rocks. If you watch the trips these little ships make, it's basically sending out little mining drones. So it's actually covering probably this whole part of the field. And they're all bringing back the resources, Mebnar and steel, and then occasionally a freighter ship, like that guy there. He is transporting cargo from the mining station to the spaceport. So he's loaded up with Mebnar and steel, just transporting it from the station over here to the spaceport, where it's actually utilized primarily for building ships or whatever. It's kind of the central storage hub. So, looks like most of the other ships are out busy doing stuff. We had a bunch of them sitting around doing nothing earlier, but now that we're starting to get some mining done, they actually have jobs. And the game has a private economy that does its own thing that you can only sort of influence in various ways. So down here at the bottom, we have our private economy. They have their own private cash flow, cash stockpiles, what they're spending it on, what they're generating it from, all that kind of stuff. They have to use government facilities to build ships and upgrade, and they buy fuel from us and so on. So we're in charge of setting up the mining stations and all that, or directing where they're allowed to build mining stations. They actually build it out of their own private economy stuff. But anytime we do a bunch of research and we get new tech and ships need to be upgraded or new ship hulls are available, they have to purchase all that from us. So we get a big cash infusion at certain benchmarks when we do research, like that civilian economy ships, the expanded civilian ships at the bottom of my list here. As soon as we finish that, we're going to get a huge cash boon because the civilians are all going to say, ooh, shiny, I want a new ship. So they're going to put in orders for ships, and our shipyards get paid for that. So it's pretty complicated, but pretty interesting the way it all works. All right. Oh, wait. I wanted to check. Are we fully... Oh, we are not fully funding our research. That is bad. I have a surplus of cash. You're a bad manager. All right. Time to turn this off temporarily. Colonies and tax rates. I'm doing funding levels. No more automated funding for you. Let's see. Colony growth. Go screw yourself. I need to put money into... Oh, wait. We got 0 anyway, so there's nothing left over. Well, that would be why. All right, I'll stop blaming you. we gotta have leftovers to actually go into the excess categories, and we have no excess. Excess is 0, so we're not meeting our basic needs yet. All right, I apologize for bad mouthing you. You're actually not doing terrible. We're just in a bad financial situation. The red number here is the problem. We need to make this not be red. So what's happening here is we're not bringing enough colony tax to cover the basic expenses. So it separates income with basically reliable, stable income, which is primarily colony taxation, and then it deducts all the expenses from that. We then have bonus income from our shipbuilding, the civilian industry spending their cash to request ships from us, as well as tourism and a few other things. But that's kind of secondary bonus cash kind of added in. So it doesn't count against your actual expenditures and income that you have to operate under. So right now we're operating in the red. So discretionary funding like bonuses to colony growth and research are 0 until we get that under control. This is the big problem right here. The 3,000 tribute being paid to the pirates. I need to get them off of that tribute. So we do have some cash now. If I go look at the diplomacy pirates, so we're at +5 and -4. So I'm going to go talk to these guys. We're going to send them a gift of 25 grand. That got them to +15, and what should happen here is in a minute they should offer me a non-aggression pact, which will get us out from under their protection agreement. So we'll just let it ride for a minute or so and see if they send us the notification. Sure hope they do. 15 should be enough. Then we'll save up a little more cash and we'll do the same thing for the other one. Well, there it is. Sinister Rock offers us a treaty of non-aggression. Heck yeah. So now if we watch this number, it's going to go from 3,000 to 1,500. So we accept that. Let time pass. And there it goes, 1,500. So as soon as we have another little bit of cash, we'll do the same thing for this other one. The other way to raise the faction with them is they'll occasionally offer us things like location or map info. Ooh, a new research station with engine research bonus. Where? Ubis Junction? We scroll out and we highlight, we can see where they're thinking of doing something. So they're wanting to build a research station up here in Ubis Junction. Heck yeah. I want all the research I can get. Colony development bonus. Alright. Back to home. So yeah, that's going to help our bottom line out tremendously. Now we're only 1,000 in the red. So as soon as we get a little bit of cash accumulated, we'll get these guys bumped up. They're starting a little lower, so I'm going to have to probably do the full 37 cash outlay to get these guys positive. That's a lot of money, but getting them off of my books is super important. And we're going to find other pirates, but we'll move these guys upwards and get non-aggression, military refueling treaties, and things like that. And eventually we'll sick our spies on them and we'll steal their tech. So, yeah, that's fine. I'm just letting the AI do whatever it wants, really, for building stuff. Hey, guys, how about you not park over here where you're useless? How about you come park over here near the space station, so later if I decide to scrap you or refit you, I don't have to wait for you to do this slow travel over here. Yeah, it was my poor decision-making process of accepting the the Ghost Fleet earlier than I had cash. Sometimes I have more cash and I'm swimming in it before they show up. Other times I don't. This was one of those I don't times. I think what happened was typically I go for the civilian ships first, then I do all these little secondary first column techs. So I get a big cash infusion when I finish up the expanded civilian ships early. And so I had the money around the last few times to both pay off the Ghost Fleet and then also have money to pay off the first couple of pirates without too much difficulty. This time I went in a different order, so we're going to get our cash infusion after I've done those things. We'll be fine. As soon as that expanded civilian ships hits, we're going to get a boatload of money. By then, I'll probably already have these first two pirates pacified. Ooh, that's a pretty good one. Kasadi, Dakarian Ale, and Hexadorium. So I am running a couple of mods that change a few things graphically that I've added in. I don't know if I can see them from here. Nah, I can't get to them from here. But it changes the portraits on a lot of the resources, and I forget what else. There was like 2 graphic changes, and then 1 name change for planets, but I had already generated this world before I put the mod on, so this one still got the original planet names. Alright, we're starting to get out of the initially pretty slow, boring first phase. Still can't move on from DWU. Can't play that now, they don't have 4K scaling. Yeah, there's a few games that have that issue. Distant Worlds Universe is absolutely one of them. Large segment of the population that wanted to play Distant Worlds, the original version, and then Universe, which is kind of the Frankensteinian conglomeration of all of the follow-up updates and expansions and so on. Had it pretty rough as time passed and the monitors expanded in resolution and size, and the game was stuck at these ultra low level scaling and font levels. Unfortunately, they blocked out a pretty good portion of their paying audience. I don't remember DW and DWU enough to compare. Only thing I remember, honestly, that's different about them is that we don't have the rotation of the planets in this one anymore. DW and DWU The planets actually rotated around the stars, which would change like distances for travel time and all that between things, depending on where they were in their rotation period. They got rid of that, and I honestly don't miss it. It was sort of interesting on an intellectual level, but it had pretty little in the way of gameplay mechanic issues as soon as you got past the very early part of the game and got to any kind of warp drive, whereas ships were just zipping across the solar system instantly anyway. Didn't really matter where the planets are located. So from a realism perspective, it was kind of cool, but from a gameplay perspective, it was eh. And performance-wise, the current version is way, way better. But I forget all the things that were lost in transition between the previous ones and the current one. Alright, what do we got going on? So, not too many civilian ships just sitting around. Let's just zoom out and see how our scouts are doing. So, we got a lot of traffic between us and Ubis Junction, which is fine. New leaders elected. We're running a democracy here. So this is the other way that you can make happy with the pirates. So if we go to diplomacy, this is Sinister Rock. So Sinister Rock's at 9 right now. It's slowly degrading as time passes from our gift we gave them and such. That kind of bleeds off. It's not a permanent increase. So they're down to 9. They were at 15 or 16, I think, immediately after our gift. But each time you accept one of their trades, in this case they're wanting to give me a system map for a star we haven't been to yet in exchange for 3,600 credits. So this is going to bump us up a few points. So you can either do a big cash gift to them right up front or whenever you want to bump their happiness level up significantly depending on the size of the cash gift, or you can just wait a period of time, keep paying the protection money as you slowly inch this number up via these kind of offers. Let's see how far we get. So, accept the trade, we only got 2 points out of it. We went from 9 to 11. But eventually, that would get you to a point where they would go non-aggression as well. So, this one hasn't offered us anything. Still sitting there at -6. They're grumpy. Alright, what are we at? 23 grand and positive cash flow. So, if we go look now, we have positive with leftover cash flow. Actually, we don't. Fuel cost is coming in after the bottom line. Yeah, we're still not getting any discretionary funding, which is kind of annoying. We're only researching at a little over half our potential rate because we don't have any government funding going into our research labs. We'll get that fixed here pretty soon. It'll all come together. Uh-oh. Gravelex. That's alright. He'll just run away. New escort completed. Stupid escorts. Waste of resources. But the computer's going to keep insisting, and I'm too lazy to go fiddle with that stuff to tell him not to. Alright, our outward push of our scouts continues. We got one heading to whoever that is. They do a pretty good job. Like, he's now heading out to these, so computer does a pretty good job. That's too much micromanagement for me to handle myself. I just let the computer do it. I'm an emperor, not an exploration ship route scheduler. What do you want? You want for column 7%? Yeah, sure. Go build that. Yeah, I don't remember the balance in DW1 for that thing. I remember doing it, but it's been so long since I played DW1. I don't remember how well it was balanced. I know it got easier in the current iteration. That I do remember, that I have a much easier time balancing it. But one thing that drove me away from DW2 last time was I ran into a situation where I discovered that they had apparently hardwired a pirate to be hostile. It would just... I forget the exact mechanism that I found that would happen consistently to do it, but they have all these processes in place where you can raise faction and lower faction through various things like bribes and all that. But I would get to a point and a pirate would appear and it would just go instantly insanely hostile for no reason. And it was impossible to move them off the position. So you always had to deal with a hostile one, which bugs me because that's not the way they have designed the rest of their systems. They've just had this arbitrary, here, have a hostile pirate thing going on. I don't remember if I had that problem the last time. That might have been even before that, but yeah, I mean, I don't like it when they set things up that operate outside the other bounds that they have set. Ooh, critical research breakthrough. Good job, Asari Obaria. Basic medical systems just got a big boost. 22 days. Oh, that's what I haven't had money to do it. I haven't been crash researching all these little ones to get through them. We got cash. We're going to get a big bump as soon as we get these next couple done. So let's go ahead and pay off this other pirate before I forget. Hey, you. I need to talk to you. I'm going to send you some cash. I'm going to try the 25. Probably won't get us far enough. But, yeah, that only got us to... Wow, that only got us to +1. 3, theoretically? Huh, that's not going to be enough. Alright, we'll have to wait a bit before we can try again. That's unfortunate. Oh, but then they want us to sell us a map. Heck yeah, that gets us up to 6. We're now green status. Send me 1 or 2 more of those map requests, and we'll get you where we need you. Mainly, need you to stop making my balance sheet red. But the other thing that's happening is we're mass producing so many stations, mining stations right now, that ship and base maintenance is starting to creep up without us having time to get the civilian economy money in for those. We always have to front run the expenses to set up the structures and all that. Then they sit there for a while doing their initial mining. Then freighters start to get purchased by the civilian economy and start making the trips out to bring the stuff back again, and we get money for the sales tax and that kind of stuff. So we always run a negative balance initially, and it takes time for things to get caught up. What do we got? A Grand Gate? We've discovered the Grand Gate, ancient ruins from a lost civilization at the sandy desert planet Gani 2 in the Gani system. Alright, so we're going to investigate. Encounter several Vortikar entombed. They escaped through an open entrance to wreak havoc on the outside world, so we've let loose some Vortikar. They provide empire-wide bonuses. So unfortunately, it's all bad news mostly. The planet has some bonuses, but we probably can't settle there to get those bonuses. We didn't get any tech, and we let loose some scary bad guys. So, you know, that's not great. Hey there, Vortikar. You gonna eat my scout? Hey, scout. You need to get the hell out of there, buddy. Let's see. Let's tell you to refuel and repair. You need to get out of there right damn now. You're about to get it. Did he make it out? Oh, he's not gonna make it out. I think he's getting interdicted. Let's see. Jumping. Oh, yeah. I don't think he's going to make it. Oh, he did make it. Good job. Not by much. Good thing I intervened. He would have stayed there surveying the planet till too late. Exploration. They're all still unautomated. All right. I wonder if he actually got blowed up. He might have got blowed up. I'm unsure. Yeah. Yep, see, they're already falling back after the money we sent them. It's just, you gotta dump a ton of cash in. 6 isn't enough. Maybe if I send them the smallest donation amount now. Come on, please be high enough. 11. 11's kind of borderline. I remember 13 to 15, I get the oh, God damn it. Did they switch the order on me? I sent money to the wrong people. They switched the order on me. These are the guys that are still doing the protecting. The Fierce Storm. They were the lower one earlier. That's annoying. Oh, well. Guess we're going to wait for some more money. Yeah, it's just money. Turn on the printers. Thinking of scrapping this fleet. Nah, we'll leave them alone. If I was going to scrap them, I should have scrapped them the instant they got here. Because I never used this initial fleet from the Ghost Fleet. And then it gets out-tacked and I have to retrofit, refit, redesign them anyway. Ship under fire, another Gravelax. That's fine. It'll run away. What do you got? Jaconta Ivory and Nordjack eggs. Where's it at? Sometimes I really need to pay attention to where these things are at. That's on the outer edge of our current sphere of influence. So little exclamation symbols. Whoa, 4,600. Youch. This guy's only 590. That guy's only 698. Is this the Vorticar that we unleashed? Yeah, Ganny. Those are some strong-ass Vorticar. Damn. That's a pretty major fleet. It's going to take quite a while to clear those guys out. That one's fine, though. What is in that system? No gas giants that we know of that have Kazlon. We haven't searched these yet? What the hell? What are you guys doing over here? Hey, dude. Hey, come on, scroll wheel. What are you doing? You're supposed to check the Kazlon possibilities first. Not this other crap. Yeah, that number is combat strength. Now, just like in, you know, that other game, Shadow Empire, you don't want to necessarily pay attention to just the number. There's a lot of variables. So it does indicate kind of a raw firepower value, but the right combination of techs against the wrong combination of defenses is going to make that a different equation. So like if one side is all short-range energy weapons that have super high power but limited range and slow ships, and the other side is made up of long-range missile bombardment platforms that are fast and they can just hold at range just outside of the other ships continuously, they will win even though their raw firepower is less than the other ships. A lot of possibilities. All right, we're on the good one. Expanded civilian. Now, which game we talking about, Blue Templar? Shadow Empire or Distant Worlds 2? I think that comment can speak to either. So we did not get the damn thing again, and they're back to -1. I'm gonna have to spend the big one. Yeah, I understand in rough terms how the number is derived and why the number is wrong a lot of times. The issue I have is why show the number at all, if that's the case. That's my only issue with it. I don't mind the combat system. I understand that there are mismatches that are going to be horrendous losses if you pursue them. I just don't like the fact that any number is shown that's going to lead new players to believe, after every other game in existence doing it this way and saying, oh, I've got a 5-1 or a 50-1 advantage, I'm going to win this fight. Because that's how every goddamn other game in existence does it when they show that kind of number. And they're trained to understand that that's what it's going to mean. But that's not what it means in Shadow Empire. And you will get your ass kicked if you don't already also underline all the other things that are involved in the combat calculations. So my issue is not with how the numbers are derived or any of that stuff or the combat itself. Purely the fact they're showing a number that is so misrepresentative of the way people are going to think it works. That's my only issue. It's a big one. And it always makes me laugh uproariously when I demonstrate a 50-to-1 getting my ass totally stomped. So I just wish it would get rid of the number. Just get rid of it entirely. I mean, if it's going to require the player to understand the underpinning variables anyway, why show the number? Just get rid of the goddamn thing, remove the confusion, and there you go. And if you go read the manual, it doesn't do you any favors because it literally says this is an indicator of your chances to win the fight. And that's it. It doesn't say with a big ol' asterisk, except in the many cases that you're going to get stomped, raffle stomped. So, because I went back and I reread it many times. But, you know, let's not talk about Shadow Empire. Let's play Distant Worlds. The other game that likes to drive me away despite my wanting to love it. Independent colony of Ikuros. Show me. Hey there, Ikuros. Space monkeys. We have encountered the space monkeys. Kind of afraid to try DW2 after your disappointment. I mean, I guess I can't really respond to that without knowing what you were disappointed about. But then I'm also ignorant of my memory of DW1. So even if you told me what you were disappointed about, I probably wouldn't be able to appreciate it. Been like a decade or so since I last played DW1 or DWU. And got a couple tens and tens of thousands of hours of other games in between here and there. So yeah. Hey there, guys. I'm trying to remember. Oh, okay, there they are. So, pretty close. Alright, we might be able to start as soon as I get my money problem cleared up and get these pirates off my back and let my infrastructure grow a bit. And especially once we get this tech done. I need to get to... Let's see. Alright, this is an important thing to look at. So, colonies. Potential colonies. What are we looking at? Ooh, we got a plus 20 possibility that's unpopulated. Where are you, my fine forest moon? Itiri? How far off is that? In the Ooh, that's a little far. I'm not sure I have the legs on my ships to get to there yet. That one is Garrus. What are you in the same? Not quite the same place. Alright, we haven't found any local. This one's pretty good at plus 24 for human suitability. But it's populated, so we'd have to talk to these guys to share. But we could do that. Hopefully we find something else local that isn't populated. But yeah, I need to start working on getting colony ship tech developed as well. Never seen you stream this late before? Oh, I do fairly regular streams late. This isn't even late for me. It's not even midnight my time yet. I do insomnia streams fairly often. I have big time sleep problems. I'm constantly up and down and doing stuff and streaming different times. I've tapered off a bit of that recently because I've been focusing a lot of time and effort into the board gaming stuff and learning how to properly edit videos and do other stuff. So I've had other time commitments, but tonight I was in the mood for doing something Space Empire-y, and this was the choice. So we've got the Teekans. 633 million Teekans. Alright, let's go look at that list again. Teekans, we don't share a biome, habitability, suitability with these guys. Minus 12 for us poor humans. Space bat monkeys are a little better, quite a bit better. We basically need plus 20, otherwise the colony is going to be really rough to get started. Anything below 20, and you have to spend so much money and so much time developing the world before it basically pays for itself. You end up paying for it out of your imperial treasury for an extended period. So 20 is kind of the benchmark point. Below that, it gets a little rough. All right, hey Teekins, not going to deal with you. Traders, don't care. Yeah, Kuros. Goodbye. Ooh, yes, right there. Wait, no, Ganny's the one that had the nasty one. Oh, that's nice. So, we are absolutely going to get Reactor Research Center going over there. So I can't just build research stations wherever I want. You have to find locations that have research bonuses, and then you can build a station around that location to study it. You can't just build research stations willy-nilly. So we're always on the lookout for this because it lets me increase my research output, not just in this category, but across the board. We just happen to get a bonus in that category as soon as we put a research station over it. So that's great. Let's pause for a second. I got a lot of stuff going on. All right, so if we go look at my research screen and research locations, we can now tell it to queue up a research base here. Please go do that. Then we're at 46%. We got 322 days if I don't bump this, but I need to make sure you. Damn it, they're back to -3 again. This is the problem. Do not I knew this lesson and I went against my normal process where I threw smaller amounts of money at them. Because by the time you're allowed to talk to them again, it's bled off the entire previous amount, and you've made zero progress. You got to be able to get them to happy in one lump sum, or continuously getting bonuses through the map research offers, but you can't control those. So to get these guys off of my back, I need to send them the big lump sum and pray that it's enough. That got us, oof, even that's barely maybe there. Will you do non-aggression? They will likely accept. All right. We accept. Cool. All right, so we got them off our list. So it's a big hurt on our immediate cash, but we no longer have that -3,000 to tribute paid on our books. So that's going to help us quite a bit. Unfortunately, this is... actually, we got our research output almost maxed out again, so that's good. Alright, so that's good. We've got all the local pirates under control. We're about to finish this out. I wish I could speed this one up, but it's usually pretty expensive. How much do you want? 6,000? Do it. So we paid for a crash research. We're dumping cash into the project in order to speed it along. So it's going to be done in half the time now. 74 days. Cash for time. The private economy, you can do a little bit of fiddling like that, but it's all short-term stuff. So I've talked about, we're about to finish this tech up, which is going to unlock these various hulls. So the civilians are going to have access to the remote fuel transfer, small colony ship, medium mining ship, small passenger ship, and small fuel tanker. The most important ones in that are going to be the medium mining ship and the small passenger ship, because the civilian economy is going to buy the new mining ship because it'll have better tech and better capacities and so on. So they're going to order a bunch of these medium mining ships. So they're going to use their private economy here, the cash flow. They're going to put orders in for the new hulls. And then so basically we're going to get a cut of those orders right onto our bottom line as bonus income. Doesn't count as regular income, which is mostly colony taxes. It's going to hit our cash flow here in the shipbuilding line. So this number is going to go up. Going to lower their private economy cash, and we're going to get a big bump. But as soon as they've satisfied their needs, that bump is gone until the next time we can get some pretty significant upgrades or hull types. And smaller tech advancements like warp drives and so on also count, but nowhere near as much as these hull upgrades. But you can only do that to a certain extent. And like I said, I do not remember the balance of how it worked in the previous one. But you definitely can't just exist on that in this version. It's nice for a cash flow infusion, but it's not something you can just continuously do. All right, resort base. So this is the other thing. With this finishing up, the passenger ships, if we have the right other techs, the civilian economy is going to start shuttling around tourists in those passenger ships to these resort bases that we can set up. So anything with a scenery bonus, they're now going to want me to set up resort bases. We'll approve some of those. We'll go ahead and take the trade. I don't technically need to take trades from these guys anymore. We've already got what I wanted, and as long as I don't outright abuse them, they're not going to lose these non-aggression, so it's less important that I take these. And I got a lot of scouts out there scouting the systems anyway. But we got cash, so we'll go ahead and take it. Alright, clear all that. Let's see what happens here. So, what I'm looking for is right now, here at our spaceport, we got absolutely nothing going on. Nothing happening. No ship hulls being built, nothing being retrofitted, zero activity at our primary spaceport right now. Let's see what happens when one day this finishes. And it usually takes a couple of days before we'll see a change here. So we've now fixed that. Let's go get our research going. Next up, let's finish that one. Let's finish that one. I'm just going to go do a quick finish on the ones we've got partial progress on. Armor plating. Not system patrol ships yet. That's really it. Go for research labs next. Then we're probably going to go for... I'd like to go nuclear supercharging and then hyperdrive, but those are pretty expensive. 640 and 1200. That, at our current research rate, is 10 years. Just that one. So, we're going to try to get the research labs done first, which is going to let us build a larger, higher output research lab, and then it'll upgrade our existing facilities, so we'll get a bump in our research output. It'll cut down that number. So the more locations, more research bases I can set up, the better, and the higher the tech in the research labs, the better. So between the new location or two we'll probably have set up and these upgraded labs, this 10-year number should drop probably in half to about 5. But that's still a pretty big one. Let's see. I also have to prioritize getting where are you? Not there. Not there. I know it's down here somewhere. Oh yeah, I need sensors and we need basic colonization. So let's do that first. Let's do scanners and colonization. All right. So we'll finish up some techs that are partial, and then we'll go for the scanning speed up, so our remote scouts will be able to find resources and special locations faster with these. And then colonization will let us get the first colony ship set up. And so much more. We got so much stuff to pile through still. Oh yeah. I'm waiting for the big, hey everybody, let's build ships. Build a fuel tanker, sure. Unknown items detected. I know, I'm getting the scanners built. You guys will be able to find those items eventually. Alright, I haven't seen any big inflow in ship hulls. What's going on? What are you guys doing to me? This poor place is sitting here doing nothing. We're not upgrading it, are we? We are not upgrading it. Huh. Well, maybe they're not impressed with the new hulls. Why are you building over a ghost fleet anyway? That's a terrible place to be building. Incoming repair, under construction, exploration ship. Gravelex attacking our mining station. Well, that's not cool. Why are you over here bothering my mining station, you bastard Gravelex? That's rude. You're supposed to just hang around the star. Well, there goes that mining station. It's going to get blowed up. Not a lot I can do against a Gravelex right now. Piling through that partially completed tech at a pretty good rate. Hurry up, construction ship. Get over there and build that thing. I need more locations putting out more tech. We are fully funding it at least. It's got 73% of our discretionary fundage going into colony growth, 29, 28 going into research, just to keep the research capped, and anything left over it puts into the colony growth. Yeah, poor station. You are gonna die. Shields are almost down already. Here, tell you what, we will do, show me a trailing camera view from the mining station. That doesn't help me. I can't change the view and we're facing the wrong direction. How about a high angle view? We're facing the wrong direction. Alright, fine. Stay top down. You rotated weird. Yep. Down to 42% hull. I saw... Oh, no. Get out of here, cargo ship, you big silly guy. Station's gonna be gone before you get there. Oh, poor cargo ship. I think he got destroyed. I don't think he warped out. He was pretty hammered. Now more ships are showing up. Yeah, that's not good. I see they moved my military. Where'd you guys move to? Military ships, fleets, first defense fleet, no mission, but where are you? Just hanging out over here? Okay. I guess. Just patrolling the home system? Sure, whatever. The civilian they have their own economy. I mean, they can't build ships if they don't have money. This isn't infinite. You can crash your private economy in various ways and not have it be recoverable anytime reasonably soon. What you're describing is one of the ways to crash the private economy. But you can play monkey games like that for a little while. I am not that big an expert because I keep playing and then getting driven away, playing and being driven away for other reasons. Not usually because I've decided to play fuckery games with the private economy. I mean, if you want to play fuckery games, you get the fuckery results. So, you know. If it hurts when you touch it, you know, the doc's going to tell you, well, stop touching it, you stupid head. Come on, research labs. So we got some cash coming in finally. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Sure, we'll keep buying your guys' maps. Let's go make sure we bump these techs, crash research them every time they come up. We got enough cash coming in now. We can speed these up to double speed quickly. We're finally getting to that point where we're starting to roll some economy. Of course, I'm also totally defenseless. Oh, they're back. Hey, guys. I'm not sure why you wandered off to begin with. You finished my research station yet? You have still not finished? Dude. That ain't it. Where is this? Oh, is that him? Nope, that's a scout. Where are you? Alright, construction ship. What the hell? You're back here still? Wow. We must have been dragging him in from some location he was working on out here at Sewell, probably. So we pulled him all the way home. Now he's going to pick up the raw materials eventually when he gets there. He's got 0 fuel. That's why it's taking so long. He ran out of fuel. He's slow boating his way home. Alright, well, that explains it. He's probably been slow boating the entire way. And I didn't come look to see what was going on with my my construction ships, so I didn't notice earlier. Alright, whatever. More unknown items. I know, I know. Keep crash researching. I just got to keep my eye on this, make sure I pick it each time. Alright, so once we get done with this set, we'll have faster exploration. All the exploration ships will come back in for retrofits when these next two techs get done. Then we'll get the colonization module up, and with the hull upgrade, we've already got the small colony ship option, so we'll have the ability to try to colonize more hidden stuff. So the hidden items have a difficulty level, and as long as you have a station around a planetary body, whether it's a moon or a planet, you automatically basically discover that station up to a certain level or rate, and it will tell you then if there is additional stuff that's hidden that you need higher level surveying for. So you have to increase your survey capability, which is what we're doing with our tech. Then our scouts will be able to run around and discover the higher level resources and or hidden battleship wrecks and other kind of storyline stuff where we can get bonus tech or have other things happen. But we got to upgrade our scanning abilities before we can get to that stuff. So most of these notifications, a lot of them I'm getting are, hey, there's something here. You just can't see it yet because you don't have good enough tech. But I got to decide what we're going to do with our research after we get the colonization module. I think I'm going to keep picking up the second tier techs before, and let this finish out and get the upgrades done for the new research centers before I tackle the next warp drive. That next warp drive is a pretty big deal because that's going to give us pretty speedy access to basically a fairly large sphere around us. And I want to try to get to that sphere as soon as possible to try to get to it ahead of any other nearby majors that might be in my region. Who's printing the money in DW2? It's all colony taxes. That's where the basis of the money's coming in. I don't think that's really changed. I mean, you have a development level, which this is pretty different, I think, from DW1. Because a ton of the luxury resources now are development level increases. And between your population size for your planet, your development level, your tax rates, they generate income. And that's where your bulk of your money comes from. And then, I mean, your tax rates are going to affect your private population. If you have low taxes, then they have more money available to their private economy for them to do stuff and to grow. So you're incentivized to go low taxes if you can. It's a balancing act. And right now, I'm just letting the computer do its thing. I'm only controlling a few aspects, and we're just kind of playing along with whatever the computer wants. Till I get back into the swing of things, if I can stick with it long enough, if I don't get overly irritated and stomp off. All right, pay for the cost. And well, unfortunately, it won't run while I have the research screen up, but I really like the way they do the research screen and info here. I mean, you can quick jump to any particular, well, if you're zoomed in, you can quick jump to any particular category with the buttons. You can limit the list to just the category you're looking for. So if you just want to look at construction, then there's the construction list. If you just want to look at exploration, there you go. So you can filter and sort and zoom in and zoom out. You can move things up and down in the queue. So many games I wish had this kind of thing, that I wish I could move the queue up and down or move it around without canceling and restarting to get the right order that I want, that kind of crap. But yeah, so you can zoom in and zoom out and all that good stuff. And you eventually learn kind of where everything's positioned, but yeah, so we're going to be mostly in the second column for a little bit. I've got most of the first column except for the weaponry stuff that I'm still not gonna bother working on. We're going to steal a lot of that from the pirates here pretty soon. I probably should get some diplomacy going with the Tikan and the Akuros, but I want to finish picking up kind of this group, which is civilian ship increases. Storage systems in particular is going to be important. So we have larger fuel cells, which will give us greater range on our ships, larger cargo bays, which will make it so our existing ship hulls can carry units of material more efficiently. So that'll just give us efficiency improvements. So let's go ahead and queue that one up next. And I'm pretty much going to pick up this whole group. And I also then have to prioritize planetary governance, which is huge for corruption reduction and bonuses for the colonies. Be a little more important as we can get 2 or 3 colonies going, but research labs are up, so the upgrades should have been done. Now we have access to the actual full research lab, whereas before we had the basic research lab. This one had 12 research output, the very last number in the pop-up window there, research output 12. This one bumps it up to 16, so pretty good growth. All right, what else? We'll worry about the combat fighty technologies a little bit later. I try to push that off as long as I can, sometimes to my extreme detriment. Otherwise, we're doing pretty good. Yeah, I think it's just get the ones finished up that I've got queued up. Go ahead and pick these upgrades. Then I'll have to make my decision on either governance or going after the next hyperdrive. For which we need to first acquire the power system and then the hyperdrive. So we always want the you want the power system before you get the hyperdrive. Otherwise, you don't have enough power in the ship to actually fully utilize the hyperdrive because it takes so much power to use these things. So always get that one, then get that one. If you do it in any other order, you're kind of messed. Still doing our max research. We've got cash in the pocket, positive cash flow. Civilian economy, private economy is growing and has a good cash flow balance also. So we're out of that initial growth phase. We've got a lot of mines dropped in a lot of nearby systems. So the circles are civilian ships, typically transports. The squares are the construction ships. That's a construction ship heading over to make that research station finally that I looked at earlier. So the diamonds are the travelers, the exploration ships. So by the shape, you know what kind of a ship it is. Then I can turn on and off various filters like travel vectors. For all ships, show me lines. No, I don't want lines. Extended location badges. So we see details. Basic. Basic is fine for now. Show me diplomacy. And we have to zoom in a bit. So apparently the pirate bases are over there, right on the outer edge of the galaxy. The Akuros. The Tikans. More unknown items. Which one is that? I mean, I'm going to say yes, just to be lazy, but... sure. Nice to see that the space monster has been pretty calm up there and hasn't messed with my ships. Oh, next research done. What are we up to? Colonization module. So, do we have any tourists running around yet? Civilians. Passenger ships. No mission, no mission, no mission. We have one resort base set up here at our home planet. Yeah, we don't have many people wanting to go to that resort base. They want to go elsewhere. Any other locations? Chiku? How far away is Chiku? Oh, that's not bad. Go build that one. Give these poor guys something to go look at. Alright, we'll get those queued up. I only have 4 construction ships at this point. That's not acceptable. Let's double that number. And I haven't looked at resources in quite a while, actually. So, yeah, let's do construction only. We have 0 sources done out of 3 and out of 6 for Cassian crystals or Tiderios. Really? Why? Everything else, we've got at least 1. You always want to have some kind of a source. Why do we not have any of these? Yeah, you. We have Cassian crystals here. Why no? I don't know. I don't know the materials well enough to know how often we need these. We've got 3,000 stockpiled and 1,200 stockpiled, which might be enough for an extended period. And the fact that we've got access to some, I'm not going to sweat it too much. They'll probably eventually get around to requesting mines there. The big ones are things like carbonite. We only have 1 of 2 carbonite for the 15,000 stockpile. So the main things I'm looking at is, do we have any? And do we have a stockpile? As long as we've got a stockpile and we have access to some, like Mebnar, we've got access to, 254, but the bulk of that is asteroids. Little tiny asteroids. The rest of them, we're looking okay. So I'm not going to sweat it. But if I had a preference and we wanted to, or needed to build something in particular, we could go to mining locations and switch it, for example, to the one we know we're missing, Tiderios. Hey there. I thought I had Tiderios locations. 0 of 6. What the hell? Well, now I'm confused. I don't know why I'm not seeing anything. That's weird. Usually it would show me. Oh, my existing. Never mind. I'm on the wrong tab. My bad. That's what I have currently of that type. This is the one I need to look at. Tiderios. There. So we have Tiderios choices. For this one, we've even got Vodcall as an option. So we'd get both. Access to both. That's the highest percentage other than Edooms here in our home system. Where is this other one? Right next door. Cue that one up. Let's get some Tiderios. And the ones that have ship icons here mean they're already queued up to have their mines built. So it's a pretty quick and easy system to use to find resources that you might need. The vast majority of the resources, there's kind of a few rough types. Easier to go back over here. So we've got construction sources and luxury sources is the general difference. These are steel and Mebnar and things like that that are used to make things. Luxury resources give bonuses of various types, either just a colony growth bonus or happiness bonus. There's a few different categories. And they're also rated by rarity. So if we go into the luxury category here, and then we sort by price, these gold background ones are the super resources. So when we highlight it here, Loros fruit gives a plus 26% colony development bonus, 4% pop growth, and a 15% plague curing effect. So this is one of the most valuable. Nobody's mining it currently because nobody's got the tech to find it yet. So I don't have any sources showing yet because I don't have the ability to locate it. These are the kinds of things that I'm getting all those messages on about how there's more stuff here that you should investigate. But those are the super rare ones with big, powerful effects. And then you can kind of tell the power of the effect by the cost on the global galactic market. So even if you have 0 sources, you can buy materials automatically from the galactic market on the current price. But they range all the way down to, 2 credits for Raphidia mail, 2% colony development, 1% colony happiness. So huge list of luxury items that you can set up versus construction, which is the minerals and chemicals and so on for building ships and components. The only fuel source in the universe now in Distant Worlds 2. They got rid of all the alternative fuel sources and transport or warp types, movement types, so it's all Kazlon now. So there you go. There's a tour of that system. What is warp technology called in this game? Warp of various types. In the first game, there were like, I don't know, 4 or 5 different ways to move around. They all had different names, and they all used different, basically, fuel sources to do them and all. But now it's just one. It was too confusing and too many holes they kept running into and problems they kept running into to balance things with so many types previously. But on the tech tree, I can't show the whole tech tree, but it's just variations on warp. So we start off with, not that. Yeah, early warp field experiments, which got us the skip drive, the hyperdrive. Then we got currently stable warp fields tech, which got us the warp bubble generator. Then we're moving to hyperdrive technology, and we'll have the Garax hyperdrive. And then there's another one and another one. I don't know exactly how far out it goes, but it goes out a ways. There are some variations based on the races. I think there's a few races that have a slightly different pathing for their hyperdrive tech that might have a branch or two that you can go into for different effects, but I think they all use the same basic tech now. Wormholes, hyperdrives, yeah, there were several. I don't remember all of them now. Hey, there's the Opposer. We're doing this game again. We are. I'm back. I was in a mood for some space empiring. Since I can't get myself to play Stellaris, Distant Worlds 2 is really the only other thing. I think Galciv is the only other one, and I've never played Galciv to any real degree. A lot of ships. Oh, that's all the construction ships I told it to build. That's right. That's a little better. Now we'll get some of this stuff done in a more timely manner. As long as they don't forget to gas up before they leave. Discovery at Vormitopia 3. So we got the Yaris marble. So a new resource has been discovered here at our home planet. We got the Megalos nut. And we got the Garaxian nectar. The color coding is denoting different types of bonus combos for these luxury goods. So this is colony development of pop growth is this kind of pinkish purplish background, and then the blue is just colony development by itself. And then there's another one for some other combo. But yeah, Garaxian and nectar, 15% abundance, colony development, population growth, and plague curing. All right. Build a mining station at Ziltris. That the... Oops. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, more Kazlon. Hell yeah. Always Kazlon. Kazlon forever. We want to build Kazlon, especially at all of our farthest reach locations, so we can keep pushing out our ranges. Our ships have refueling points to travel to them. Where are we at? 42%. Colonization, speed this up. 8,500. Yep, do it. We can cover that. That's fine. More Kazlon, Argon, and Krypton. Nice. Ubis Junction. What are my spies up to? I haven't looked at them in a while. What are you guys doing? You stealing from anybody? Still just the two of you doing counterintelligence? That's unfortunate. I'm again too lazy to take over manual control and have them go after the local pirate tech. We'll get another spy here eventually, and they'll start going after some. Sure. Colonization tech discovered. All right. Now I got to pay attention again. Okay, so we're already off to storage systems. Let's go ahead and speed that up. Crash research boost. So colonization tech has been completed. If we look at our colony list, we've got one over here, the Atiri Forest Moon, right at the edge of acceptable colonization. This Inaberp is close enough I might do it. Where are you at? Ooh, maybe I won't. That one's way out there. I forgot how... Oh, they're both there? Oh, that's funny. I got 2 habitable planets in that one system, and nobody else even close. That's unfortunate. I was really hoping by now we'd have something a little better. Looks like Nuri is our only option, and I'm going to have to throw a lot of money at these guys. So we're going to build the ship first, send it on its way, and then right before it gets there, I'm going to throw a boatload of cash at these guys. To see if we can get them happy enough, because I need to basically improve our relations with them in order to get a % chance of successful colonization. Otherwise, they'll just tell the colony ship to not land, or, you know, that'll be sad. So let's go ahead and get a colony ship going. These are expensive. 42 grand. And that's out of my pocket. Colony ships are out of my pocket. Nah, they don't get any gifts. None for them. Colony ships are a governmental control infrastructure upgrade we got to pay for. I can't have the private economy pay for that one. So I need a big pile of cash to build the ship, followed by a big pile of cash to bribe the the people we're about to go try to share a planet with. So hopefully we have enough. By the time the ship's done, so right there's the colony ship. It's already at 80%. Man, it's building pretty quick. That's just the hull, or is that going to be ship complete? Ship's complete already. Wow. Alright, start loading up colonists. Here they come. So we can see here the passengers, 14 million people so far. We have bonuses for continental, forest, and grasslands suitability. So those are types of planets we're hoping to find. I think it's 25 million they can hold in the current colony ship. Nope. Wrong number. Not what the what are we doing here, guys? What the hell? Storage systems got researched. That shouldn't have changed anything. I am really confused on what's going on here. Why are you going back off of the ship? A colony ship, colonization module can hold 30 mil. Huh. It went up to 30 and then... What the... I have no idea what's going on here. That is some broken ass stuff there. Now it's going back up again. You gonna hit 30 and stop again? Oh my god. What is... I do not understand. It's just going up and down again. Okay, that's interesting. Let's go here and here. Zoom to it. I am going to tell that... shit, it unselected the ship. Colony ships, you're going to move here. Just take your 27 mil with you. We'll leave 3 behind, because I don't know what the hell's going on with you. You're being all weird. Alright, it's on the way. Just got to remember to pay them a big fat cash dividend and hope that it's high enough. Nope, no money for you guys. Looks good. Build it. More Caslon. Alright, cash is starting to roll finally. That's what I was hoping to see. Look at that list of ships. Yeesh. Exploration, freighters coming in for retrofits. A lot of new construction. That's where all the cash is coming from right now. We're getting a big cash jump on all these passenger ships and freighters being built at all of the locations. That's why all this is hitting. We go look here. Shipbuilding, annual bonus income. We're getting a big old fat grab of cash. Not much in fuel sales and almost no trade bonuses and no tourism yet. We gotta go figure out the tourism thing. Going on, tourists. I thought I told you guys to build. There's some tourists. Tourists going to Grand Casino. Tourists. Alright, they just haven't done enough yet to actually generate much income with our 3 resort bases. And those aren't good enough and or are in dangerous areas. So, alright, we'll get some bottom line on that. Where did you go? You're there. Alright. Kind of keep an eye on you while we watch time pass. Another research breakthrough. Cool. Crew systems is going to finish up quick. Hey there, Wasteland Puppy. That's about midnight and a half here. Oops, had it paused. I miss the 8x speed. I miss it. For a while there, after one of the updates a while back, they gave us ×8 speed. Apparently that was too much. Maybe with the new update, the systems are running smooth enough. Maybe they'll consider putting the 8x speed back in. All right, what are we down to? Medical systems, 341 days. No, let's speed that up. That's ridiculous. You're enjoying Distant Worlds 2, I guess? We will see. We're 2 hours in, and so far nothing has happened to trigger me. We'll see how long that continues. Mining station at Sewell. Choose the form of Gozer. There is only Zool. That's not Zool. That's Sewell. Oh, wait. Where are you at? I gotta be very careful about this colony ship. Zoom out. Why does my arrow not go all the way to the planet? What the heck? What? Are they gonna run out of fuel there? Because I gave a direct move order? Uh-oh. We might have a problem. No, you still got fuel. You got about half, and you've got enough range per these. Where the hell was that colony at? The Nuri. Yeah, you're going to Sewell. So why does the colony ship's movement arrow stop here? That's weird. Alright, scroll wheel. Getting a little overzealous. Yeah, that was weird. I'm not sure why it all of a sudden didn't go all the way there. Oh no, it's fine. I don't have any technical borders. I mean, the sphere of influence is generated by various factors, but it's not a limiting thing. The two circles here have to do with the fuel range and how far I can jump. I forget the exact definition of the two rings, but it's within both, and we're not going anywhere. The ship's going to get dismantled when it gets there, so it's not like it's going to have to come back. The general has been dismissed. I forget how many generals we've gone through now. Medical done. We're down to rec and coordinated control, and I'll have to make my decisions. Let's go ahead and get this one paid for. Hurry up, you. I don't want to babysit you anymore. Are we close enough? I just have to gauge the distance. I need to bribe them, and then hope that the bribe is still at maximum value when they arrive. New leader, unknown items. Sure, keep sending me maps. That's fine. We got the cash flow. I think we're close enough. All right, Nuri. I need to have a chat with you guys. Diplomacy. Independent colonies. Nuri. We're at -4, are we? Speak with them. Send a gift. Big fat one. Negotiate a deal. Limited trade agreement. They will likely accept. What do you think? We accept. Alright, so now we've got that stuff done. We'll wait for a little tiny bit of time to pass, and then we'll go check our relations or our colony thing. 6%? Oh my god. Well, this isn't going to work. 6%? What's this 6% stuff? That's weird. Okay. Well, I guess our colonists are going to sit in orbit for a while. Actually, what I need to do is hotkey that. You will be number 2. Hey, number 2. So, number 1, number 2. 6%. Now it's 0%. How did that happen? That is weird. That is not how that usually works. They appreciated my gifts, but it's already decayed by about half. We've just recently signed the treaty. That's also decaying. We've got a you gave us gifts one time in the past bonus. Alright. I think I'm just going to have to park the colony ship and check back. I just need to let some time pass. I can't talk to them again until 11/22 of 73, so we got 10 months before I can talk to them again. So, fine. Be that way. Alright, and you guys are just going to sit here in orbit. You know, don't mind us. We're just going to wait here. Ancient human colony ruins have been discovered at the marshy swamp planet Kuwak 2. Yes, investigate. Alright, I'm not going to read through all of this, but I have a choice. Above ground or below ground, basically divided into kind of residential colony type bonuses versus a possibility for industrial stuff. I'm going to say, usually when I find these stupid human colonies, all I end up getting out of this choice is diplomacy bonuses. I'm human, so it's kind of silly. Let's see if it does it again. We'll go below ground this time. Yep, basic diplomacy. Humans, language, and expressions. Thanks. Thanks. All right. Yeah, I don't care about the storyline stuff. No gift for you guys. No new research space. Yes, more research. All right, the last of our queued up techs. I gotta take time to figure that out here. So these guys are still gonna be low to no chance. Yep, no chance. All right, we'll check back home. Let's see. Money still flowing. How's the civilian economy doing? It's down a bit on their cash flow, on their cash surplus, but their cash flow is looking pretty good. Are we fully funded? We are fully funding our research. That's good. You know, that at only 21% of our surplus cash. Cool. Diplomacy. I got nothing to work with on the pirates. I don't care about the Rendula right now. I don't want to dump money into them at the moment. I gotta keep paying off the Nuri. Ambassador's not gonna do anything. You guys are counter intel. We already know about this. Tons of research going on. Our mining locations. So our resources. Okay, sort by production shortage. We still don't have any of the Kazian crystal locations set up, so we got the Tiderios, but still no Kazian. We must not use it for much. It's probably used in, like, weapon creation. It's probably a focusing crystal or something for lasers or something like that. I think there's a way of looking it up. Let's go see if it says. I'm curious. Not game concepts. Components? No. Resources. Kazian crystals. Typically used in high-end weapons components. Yeah, kind of figured. Alright. So other than that, we're doing pretty good. Stockpiles are growing, which is all I really care about. All you care about is having surplus stockpiles. As long as you've got enough to meet ongoing needs, you're fine. Not necessary to have like 1 million of something. It doesn't do you any good to have 1 million of something, because you can only sell on the market whatever other people are buying, and you having 1 million's not going to make them buy more. Unless it's the ultra rare stuff. Alright, so we're doing okay there, and growing spaceports. I need to get another colony started. They take so long to develop. We've got one new research location, and we've already got somebody going out to build it. So, we'll have another one going. We're getting 37, 37, 37. Only 21 out of our home port, because it has a different one? What are you up to? SSP 9. You have... research. Yeah, you have the current one. You're just only allowed to have one, I think. I don't want to fiddle with the designs till if I continue to play, I'll get back into all of the doing custom designs for stuff. It's somewhat complicated, and I don't want to deal with it right now. Till I know for sure I'm interested in extended play. Alright, so we're doing fine there. Still just our one scientist, unfortunately. And we have no real fleets. And civilians are doing, you know, civilian things. Passenger ships are moving tourists around currently. Oop. Oh, that's our existing bases. No new good resort bases to set up. Alright. Get back to it. Oh, let's go do this. So we got to make a decision here. So this will finish out almost all... oh, crap. I didn't get transport systems. Bad, Vormithrax. Bad. So that'll finish out most of the civilian enhancements we can do for the second column. Until we get into military ships and or combat tech, which I'm still hoping to avoid for a little bit longer. So, do we go with... starting into the next engine and hyperdrive, which is fairly long-term and expensive, but it'll be faster now. It was 10 years the last time we looked. Now it's down to 5.79 years, and then if we crash research it, it'll cost a boatload of money. But if we were able to crash research it, at some point we could cut that down to 3 or 4 years, depending on how early we could afford the crash. So it's either that, or... we further increase the development of our civilian economy, getting like enhanced storage, enhanced commerce center, and or planetary governance, which really helps with the planetary output. Tell you what, let's queue up the 2 diplomacy ones, increase our status with them. Especially the space bat monkeys. I don't care as much about the Teekans. Actually, let's cancel the Teekans. We'll just go with the Akuru for now. Alright, that gets us a few more, and then after that, I think I want to do planetary governance before we head into the really expensive stuff for the ship upgrades. Alright. You always sucked at this game, nothing goes right? I guess. I always sucked at the game because I got mad at the silly stuff it was doing and would leave after not getting too far. I've done this early game stuff quite a few times, so I'm pretty familiar at this stage. But right at the point where I get 2 or 3 colonies going and I start butting heads with enemy empires, that's about as far as I've gotten in my recent plays. Recent being the entirety of Distant Worlds 2. So... even the late early game stuff is pretty unfamiliar to me. Let's keep buying our way to happiness here with these techs. As long as we've got cash flow. And our civilian economy is looking to be in good shape, which it is. How you doing, guys? What's our tax rate? You guys happy about that? 31%, huh? That's pretty high. But you're hanging in there. Very high corruption. Very high corruption reduces our happiness. Current tax rate is too high. Minus 39. Yeah. That's okay. All the luxury goods we're pulling in are keeping you guys happy, even with that stupid high tax rate. Hey, look, the Kazian crystals. Uh-oh. Buried ancient battleship. Okay. Investigate, yes. Now we have another one of those choices. Stabilize and explore it for 20 grand, or wait for natural stabilization. I got the money. We got a hyperdrive tech bonus and long-range sensor bonus. So if we go look at our research now, We look at hyperdrives, which I was complaining about, that 5-year plan. It just got cut in half. Look at that. We got 600. We got 50% complete. So half of it's done. That changes things. Let's put, well, the problem is I still need the power. So I'd still need to get this one done. So let's get that queued up. And that queued up. And I might push these ahead. Let's move you ahead of those. I think I'm still going to go for planetary governments first. Oops. All right, so we'll still get the transport will be done real quick. Diplomacy will be done really quick. Planetary governance will take a little bit of time. 4 years, 2 if we speed it up. Well, closer to 3 because I won't be able to afford doing it immediately. So yeah, we'll do it in that order, and then we'll jump back into that. Yeah, that's a good one. That was a really good one. So 50% of the hyperdrive cost is already paid. I like it. And then also long-range sensors, which I forget where they're at. Sensors. There they are. Unfortunately, we can't get that yet. We have to have more bonuses from sources to get us be able to do that one. There's kind of a restriction system, and we're not at the threshold yet to be able to finish that one up. Shouldn't take us too long, though. No gifts for you guys. Yes, research center, construction speed research center. Transport systems complete, better passenger compartments, and troop systems. All I care about is the passenger compartments. Alright, everybody get your ships into my spaceports for retrofitting. All you stupid civilians. Bring them in here. Whoa, nope, we're not going to hit accept on that. An independent colony for 100 grand. Can't afford that. Too rich for my blood. I have on occasion accidentally just automatically hit accept on that because I do it so often with their map offers, only to then have my entire bank drain and then go whoops and have it show me about a colony like over here that I can't do anything about for anything remotely foreseeable future. Yeah, there have been some problems in the past where... And I haven't had it recently. I think they've cleaned up most of that stuff. But I've had situations where... Oh, how did it work? I gave a build order. I have the materials, but I cannot get the civilian economy to bring the materials from the station that it's at to the place that it's going to distribute to the construction ships from. And I just could not get them to do it, no matter what I tried. And I've had some of that time, sometimes happen in the very early time when I'm just only in my own system, where I get myself into this weird situation where I can't do the thing I need to do to get me out of the problem because I can't get the thing I need to fix the problem to be moved by the civilian economy or something. I forget the exact loop it was, but I've had issues like that in the past, but not recently. They've been working a ton on pathing and logic behavior and so on. All right, so we got the Akuro diplomacy. We need to go... Whoops. Stop it. I do hate that the game auto-pauses sometimes, and then when I go to pause it, I end up unpausing it and then having to pause it again. So div is set. Hey, look, our 5th or 6th general. Whatever. Whatever. No. I don't want secret information about an independent colony. Alright, so settle down. So we're already to the big one, the planetary governments. So we'll let that run for a bit before I try to buy my way to happiness. It's been longer than I needed to wait. Let's go check that colony. So, new colonies. So right now we're still at 0. So with these guys, we're at 10. Trending down slightly. We've got a bit of trust from trade that we've had for a while now. So we're getting a slow bonus because we now understand their language. They are respecting our good reputation. So we're getting ongoing slow growth. I'm not sure my dumping the money on them is going to get me high enough to allow the colony ship to deploy. So let's find out, though. Let's give it a try. I'm a little worried I'm pulling the trigger too early, because if I am too early, once again, if we don't get to the magic number, it'll just bleed away, and basically I've just thrown the 37 grand in the trash. That's the only thing I don't like about the way they've got these systems built, where you just have to lump sum your way up to a magic number. If you succeed, great, you get to push the button, things progress, you're happy. If you guesstimate wrong and you're 1 point below the magic number, you've literally just thrown a big chunk of your industry in the garbage can. Totally. I mean, and there's just no in between, other than playing the game a lot and remembering where the benchmarks are and how much you're going to get for any particular action. I just not real big fan of that. It's the speed of the bleed off that's really the issue there. But partly I'm also trying to, redline it and do it at the very instant I can do it. So it's, player expectations. We'll give it a try. We're making enough money. I'm not overly concerned about it. So let's chat. Can we get another deal? Can't get a free trade agreement yet. We're going to have to actually give them a gift or something. So, speak, send a gift. Whoops. Really? Really? You're going to make me wait 2 weeks? That's weird. Because of what I just did? Or did I not? I thought I was... whatever. Alright, something. The number just changed slightly. Let's try this again. The big number. Alright, that got us up to plus 25. That seems like a pretty benchmark good number. Let's go see what our colonization says. 100%. Alright, hey you. Colonize. Send them. I can't stress enough how important it is to do it this way. When you have a colony, and you're trying to do it especially, because, I mean, look, it's already dropping. If I fail this roll, I gotta wait till everybody hits the planet, I think, before it tells me if we succeeded or not. But it's very important to always make sure the ship is there, then do the bribe, then immediately do the attempt. Because if you wait and you send a ship after you've done the bribe, by the time your ship gets there, most of your bribe will have evaporated by the time you do get there. So always make sure you have the ship right there, do the bribe, and immediately make your attempt. You will get mad if you don't do it that way. All right, we have colonized successfully. Look at that. Sure, offer a free treatment. It's now our colony, but sure, whatever. Okay, time to pause again. So, colonies 2. Here's the cash flow, negative 1323. This is the part where, and this is an established colony with 300 million Ikuru already on it. So we just dropped 40. Oh, that's my own. So we've got how many? 28 million? Yeah. So 274 million of them, 28 million of us. And it's a drain. So it's going to take a while to develop. This is why you want to be a little careful if you get really lucky and have a lot of colonies available. Be careful how quickly you try to develop too many of them, because they're all going to be drains on your empire economy until they have time to grow. And that's why that habitability number is so important. The lower that number is, below 20, the longer it's going to be in the negative. Basically, it takes longer to support, and you have to wait a longer time. So, all right, back home, please. What's going on? Man, we got a lot of these stations ringing, mining these asteroids all of a sudden. You guys have decided we want all of the rocks, huh? What the hell are you mining? Oh, that's the resort base. Never mind. So that one's got pretty much this group. That's the mine one, or the moon one. These two, I think, are sharing this group of rocks here. Depending on the technology you have for your mining equipment, they can reach out different ranges. So, you know, as your ability to mine goes up, you don't need a bunch of miners stacked on top. One mine station might be able to reach half of an asteroid belt all by itself. What do I need to look at? Governance. How much is this going to cost? We just spent a bit. So to crash research this, they want 99,000. So we're only at 6% now. The further we complete this, the less it'll cost to crash research the remaining amount. I'm going to wait a little while. 99 is going to put me a little too strapped. Getting attacked, huh? Gravelax? Yeah, that's fine. That happens all the time. Some production shortage of Oxunum steak, huh? We desperately need some Oxunum steak. So many unknown items. How are we doing on our scouts? We got a page. We got a page and a half or so of scouts out there, all busily doing their thing. There's so many objects out in the universe to explore, though. Yeah, that's our current sphere of influence. Exploration. So that gives you an idea of what we've explored or have knowledge about so far. The color coding: green, all locations in the system are explored to a basic level. Yellow, our summit locations are explored. And everything else is completely unexplored. So, yeah, that big hole I talked about when we first started the stream with these nebulas in this big empty area are kind of blocking me a bit. I need to get some Kazlon refueling sources so we can keep pushing along the rim in each direction until we can bridge these gaps with better hyperdrives to get to this kind of area. I think some of these we probably paid for. I don't think my scouts made it out here. I think we paid pirates for some of that stuff. So if we zoom in a bit, we've got a refueling point. We've got a refueling point, so Sewell is our big one. And that's where we just got our colony as well. So we've got refueling over here. Hey there, gas giant with some Kazlon. And our mining station that has got a little bit of Kazlon on it. So I should probably get a space station going over here, huh? Not at that one. Either Nuri. Is it too early? Nah, let's go ahead and get a space station started. Yeah, we have space terrain. Hidden intruders. Uh-oh. The nebulas, and there are different colored nebulas. So red and blue and green somewhere. I've got less nebulas in this world setup, or this galaxy setup. But there's colors for the nebulas. Their effects are different. They do cause issues with transiting through them. Things like that. They've toned them down a bit from how they were originally, but it is essentially space terrain. So a new pirate faction. We got an Akuru pirate faction. You asking for money? Yes, they are. Sure, we'll take your protection offer. Protect me. I got plenty of money to pay that right now. Unless we get 3 or 4 more piled up on me. Nope, you guys still aren't getting any of my money. Neutral -2. So the initial contact went pretty well. This is what enraged me last time I quit, was I would get these pirates eventually that we'd have a catastrophic first meeting, so they'd be pretty negative and they wouldn't even offer me the protection agreement. And sending them money didn't really help because I couldn't get them pushed forward enough to make any progress, and the protection money would just vaporize before I could send more and so on. And they would attack me continuously and then bitch and complain that I didn't want to be murdered, and I'd have this huge negative diplomacy listing here where they were pissed off because I didn't let them murder me. And so I could never budge them. They were just permanent. So it was really annoying. I haven't had that happen so far yet this run. Yeah, the ships being completely broke down in the nebulas should be less of a thing. I mean, I don't know when your examples were, if you mean like yesterday or 6 months ago or whatever, but that's what I mentioned when they've toned these down a bit. The AI pathing is a lot better about avoiding nebulas. You don't have so many of your guys just a long conga line of freighters going straight into the middle of a nebula that's gonna shock them to death. So the pathing for the AI is better at ignoring them or going around them, as well as the effects, I think, have been changed. But how much, I don't know. You've got more recent play with experience with it than me then. It's been about 7 months since I last played. And a new update dropped yesterday. So, I mean, although if you're playing the beta branch, most of those have been around for a little while. A lot of ship movement. You can turn a lot of this stuff on and off, depending on how you want to view things. Yeah, grab Lex. Don't care. How's the home planet looking? Not too bad. Don't have a million freighters just sitting around doing nothing. Just, they all seem to be moving. One or two with no missions, but that's usually a temporary thing, so... Oh, they want me to... They're requesting a colony ship be built. Is there something I need to know? New colonies. Oh, plus 24! That would be why. And a plus, the plus 20 we knew about. That one's too far north. Galactic north, as I currently have it oriented. That's up there in Atiri. There's two of them that are just about populable for the humans up there. So I do want to get there, and we might be able to reach it from our refuel base here in Sun. But that's pushing it. But this one's right here, not far away at all. So we absolutely want to colonize that. So we're going to say build that. And let it do it automatically. When it says it's finished building, I'll send it over. I occasionally have issues with me saying yes to build it, then I hit the button here, and then it builds a second one and sends the second one over. I want to avoid that. Let's say I want to try to make a jump for Atiri. I think I'm going to wait until we get the next hyperdrive before I try that one. It shouldn't be too long. Alright, what's this cost now? We're down to 73,000. That's all I've got. So are they just happening to pick the number that I have? What's going on there? Oh, 50. I'm looking at the wrong number. It's 58 grand. 73 is my cash on hand. So that's still a little too close. I need to keep more cash than that on hand for emergencies. Why hadn't it been discovered yet? Because my idiot explorers were busy exploring like the 50 asteroids in a single asteroid belt in the system instead of actually scanning the damn planets. That's why. I mean, if I were micromanaging enough to actually go to the location and carefully pick every single explorer and give them explicit commands to do the things I wanted first, we would have known about it earlier. But, I don't know, just occasionally the exploration ships are goofy, and they'd rather spend all their time scanning down 1 million asteroids in an asteroid belt than checking out the Caslon-rich gas giants or the life-supporting planets. So, I assume that's the one right there. Just happens that way sometimes with the explorers. There's a lot of bodies out here my poor explorers are trying to get to, and even having a page and a half of them isn't nearly enough. So, I could probably double that number and still we'd be missing things for a while. You can't set priorities like find life-giving planets first or anything like that. You can't even really tell them to exclude asteroids, I don't think, after the initial thing. They usually do so naturally. So like in your home system, I've got asteroids right around our home planet. They first went out and discovered and scanned all the planets down. Then they went and did all the asteroids. But it doesn't always work that way. So it's just too fiddly for me to try to do the nitty-gritty micromanagement at that detail. There are some commands you can give. So, do I have anybody with no mission? These guys all have missions, and I don't want to interrupt them, but you can select, and then if you right-click, if you hold control and right-click, you have various options on what you want them to do there. So if I do this, survey, explore the whole system, or explore only a single thing, there's various choices you can make. I don't remember them all. I usually just automate these guys and let them do their thing, but I just don't want to deal with it. It's too much clutter. Critical research breakthrough. Well, that's really good. That is a good one to get a breakthrough on. So far, we've been pretty lucky. We've had, I think, 3 breakthroughs, which gives us a big jump ahead in tech that we're currently researching. There are critical failures sometimes, and you lose a whole bunch of progress. But so far, we've been blessed with just bonus ones. So now we are at double speed. Oh, never mind. It doesn't jump us forward. It gives us the crash program automatically. That's what I was forgetting. So I no longer have to pay to crash research this one. It's in crash mode because of the critical breakthrough. That's how those work. No, stop asking. Well, they're not like, actually my advisors are suggesting I give them money, but they're not on my list of priorities. Build stations. Kazlon, Argon, and Krypton. Heck yeah. So I always like to see Kazlon come up. I always say yes to Kazlon. This is down right there, kind of on the periphery of our southern border, so hell yeah. And more undetected stuff we need to get some of the higher tech scanners into. Some Kagar fur for colony development, and some Briquillian berries also for colony development. So a lot of these we probably already have, but the more we have, the more we can make available either to our own colonies for the luxury bonuses, or to be available for sale on the galactic market. Trade. Yeah, I gotta go look at this. So, diplomacy. So hidden intruders is the one I want to see these messages from. The other two, I don't care. So far, they haven't. We're at -1. I need to toss some money their way to get them off my back. New colony ship is completed. Okay. Sure, fine. Yeah, don't care. Hey guys, I think you're close enough. Send a gift. That got us to 14. That should be enough. Negotiate. Oh, crap. I'm going to have to let them come to me. Hopefully they do here in the next few seconds. Let's go to colonies. Colony ships. Select you. And then I want you. Oh, I can't do it yet because it hasn't picked up any people. Still leaving the shipyard. Come on, get out of the shipyard. It's stuck in the exit tunnel. There it goes. Load colonists. Gonna do that weird thing it did last time. Nope. It weirded out last time. We had to emergency leave the system with 27 million because it kept going up, and then it would put them all back on the planet and then reload them and put them back, reload them and put them back. Heck yeah! I want resource base. There we go. Hidden Intruders is offering us the non-aggression treaty. Accept, and that gets them off of my bottom line. So tribute paid will be 0 again. So all 3 of them are now under non-aggression. So no more protection money. All right. So next up, you colonies. Yep. Send the sneaky. There's another new one. Heimson. Where are you at, Heimson? Ooh, that's a little further out. Can't reach that right now. Alright, we'll keep an eye on that. We'll keep trying to push our border out. We need a refueling station out here somewhere. Go there. Alright, so that'll be a colony on its own without another race already present. Jeez. Sure. They want another colony system, colony ship. You guys are determined to keep me poor. Alright. We'll try to keep ahead of the, yeah, I'm gonna say no to that one. We'll try to keep ahead of the demand on colony ships. Uh-oh! Our spies are busy finally. He went on an offensive mission. What do we got? Our agent has evaded detection after successfully carrying out their mission to steal research information on early ion weapons from the new guys, the hidden intruders. So the guys we just signed the non-aggression with, we apparently had my spy in there, and he got out with some tech. Good job, boy. Keep that up. Give me some more stuff. You guys have been pretty slow over there. I should probably look at these guys. So no skills, no traits, no mission. And you have a little bit of assassination, a little espionage, and a little concealment. All right. We're going to leave you automated. I wish another spy would show up. I'd be... Oh, steal research on tractor beams from the same guys. You can do a lot to micromanage the spies, and I'll do that on my next playthrough if I keep playing. You can get a pretty big leg up if you go and keep these guys going after the pirates that you originally contact, and grabbing up especially the early weapons tech, so you don't have to spend your research time on it. You can also go into the automation and set kind of levels for when they're allowed to go out on missions and who they're allowed to go out against and so on. You can automate a lot of that, set filters and so on, which is cool all once you know where they're at and how to do it. For this game, I'm just going to let them run. Do what you're going to do. 113 days. Finish that thing up, man. I want my hyperdrive. How we doing on research now? We're up to 250. Nice. A lot of stations comparatively. Oh, under attack by the Vorticar. You are going to die, buddy. It's pretty common for exploration ships to encounter Gravelex and Vorticar. I don't usually even pay attention because they should warp away. If they don't, they deserve to die. There's enough exploration ships where I just don't even notice when they get blown up. Any research locations? None. And we haven't teched up a new research lab upgrade, so that one's a little expensive. That one is way out here in the fourth column, 1600 size. But it does allow the building of the Science Academy, so it's a pretty big one to get to. But that one would take up my research for quite a while. Even at our current speed, that thing is a long ways out. 5.4 years, 5.3 years. Not terrible, but we're going to save that one. We need the warp drive first. All right, economy's still humming along pretty well. Still got good cash flow. Private economy, I'd rather see this around 200,000 right now. I might start fiddling with the taxation rates and lower our taxation. I don't need huge sums of money in my own coffers, generally. As long as that I'm not getting flooded by different pirate factions and such. Or under active attack, so I might go fiddle with the taxation. Bring the taxes down. Put more money in the private economy's pocket for a little while. Build ships, another traveler. Are we replacing one that just got it? New colony ship completed. Alright. Is it going to try to send it somewhere? Wondering if we have the range. Do we have, can't imagine we have the range to that. Oh, maybe we do. We've got refueling at Rindula with the Tikans. I forgot about that. Do we? I don't know if I'm allowed to refuel at their location without any kind of relations. Huh. I don't have anything really explored over there yet. We'll see what the auto thing tries to do. Never mind. Oh. Wait. It is going to send somebody. I'm confused. Alright, slow down a second. Wait a minute. What's going on? So we have... Oh, we haven't actually dropped that colony yet. Never mind. That's why I was confused. I thought that place had already been colonized. Almost there. That's him right there. All right. Planetary governance research completed. We can now do the Planetary Administration Center. And they want us to do so. Yep, go ahead and build it. And sure, give me a tanker. Some emergency refueling needs done. Somebody's going to run out of gas here pretty soon, probably. The Red Moon Skyjackers. Damn it. Another pirate group. Hey, you better ask for protection. I'm a little worried. Do we have a hostile pirate? They are angry with us. Damn it. That's a problem. Oh, there's the protection. All right. I got worried there. That helped a little bit, but we apparently had really bad initial relations. It kind of randomizes your status with them with a die roll when you first meet. So I think it might partly be by which races you've done diplomatic tech with affects these probably. So we had a bad roll with these guys at the start. It's going to take longer for me to get these guys on the positive side. I'm just going to let them sit for a while. We've got the cash flow to absorb the protection agreement. We'll let some time pass and some natural bonuses to start accruing, and then we'll go after that one. Colony ship inbound. Start firing those colonist torpedoes. Boink, 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 boink. Hey, our small spaceport finished up. There's those colonist torpedoes. Fire them at the planet. Who cares if they land in the water? Okay, there we go. New colony established. Lots of unknown items, and our new spaceport is done. So, that'll slowly help out old Nuri here. How are we doing on the colonies in general? Oh yeah, still negative by a pretty good degree. So this is what we want to be careful of. Every time I drop a new colony, I got to be ready to support it out of my funds until it's big enough and developed enough to no longer be a drain on the empire. So we'll have to be a little cautious about how many more we put up in the short term till we strengthen our infrastructure. Well, let's go ahead and make you number 3. So 1, 2, 3. Colonies. Actually, I still just wanted to look at that one. So, all right, Imson. That was the new one. Is he gonna let me? I'm a little worried about sending somebody so far out away from my current infrastructure. That is outwards, and I have no idea what the area is like. Much as I would like to get something set up, having it be a drain on my economy for an extended period of time and be out in the middle of who knows what, I don't think that's a good idea. So we'll hold this ship in place for now. Discovery at Nuri. Scenery bonuses. Ancient Human Data Vault at Kuwak 2. Alright. Investigate, of course. Ancient Vault discovered. Is this the one that... oh god, this one. I think this one causes me to lose my scientists fairly often. I mean, the dude is researching on the research platform here in our home system. But commonly when I do these, it somehow kills my researcher, my scientist. We'll try to hack it this time. I think I went with blast it last time. Okay, security measures triggered. Killing a scientist. He's dead. God damn it. That's so stupid. This is an example of stupid. The dude is hanging out on a space station around the home planet. But he gets killed by security systems at this ancient vault halfway across the galaxy. Suddenly, we have galactic teleportation that we don't get to use in any other way except for this one event where they want to kill my scientist. I'm always losing him. I don't know why I keep picking this stupid one. Alright, so I guess the trade-off is we got 2 navigation beacons, and we got some tech advancement on robotic troops, which I'll never use, or likely never use. So, my one and only scientist we've had so far the entire game just got assassinated by this event. Why? Why you gotta be that way, game? Especially as hard it is to get those scientists. So I don't know what these are gonna reveal. So, I wish you could click on them, because it's sometimes tough to go find them. Assign mission. Send to colonize. See, they want me to colonize Heimson. I can't do it, damn it. That's too far. I know it's plus 21, but it's such a big risk. And it would take so long for my freighters and so on to make that trip right now. Yeah. No, I'm going to turn that one down. So, that's one of the little designations, and that's the other one. They're actually pretty close. I could send explorer ships out there to check those out. Who do we have? Anybody in the area? All my explorer ships are on the outer rim. I got somebody in Ganny. What you doing, buddy? We're still trying to explore this place? Alright. Oh, our agent stole something again. We got the tractor beam tech. No for you. So, let's pick him. You have... Man, you're about half on fuel. I want him to both refuel and then go investigate, but... I'm gonna forget which one. EX12, huh? So... Yeah, go refuel there. I forget if you can still queue up commands. I think that's something that went away. How long it's going to take him to get there. A little while. Let's do hotkey 4, and I'll try to remember to come back to him. Okay, still displeased, minus 22. Not gonna budge that for a while still. So still sitting on the minus 1500. Hey, a new scientist has appeared. Don't get blowed up by many light years away explosions. No, I think they did. I love it. Because he's moving, the thing immediately is out of sight if you're not at the right zoom level. I do remember being able to do it in the older versions. You could queue up, like, survey this, then survey that, then survey that. You could give it, like, a path. Accept trade, huh? 69,000 for an independent colony. Nah, sorry. We don't have that kind of mad money. Oops. They're going to keep asking me to colonize that place. A lot of things. Sure. Military refueling. Sounds good. Pirates are pretty active. Alright. Surly relic. What the? You decided on your own to go over here instead? I thought after giving you the refuel command, I had control of you, but apparently not. No, I would like you to explore this system instead. Then do this system. Nope, see it changes. It doesn't let you queue up. Go explore that ping. Blue Templar, you're supposed to trust in the automation. You must learn to embrace the automation. Ooh, nice. Oh, wait. Show me this one. I already have a mining station around this place. And now you're telling me we found a hidden bonus, apparently? 9% armor research bonus. Okay. Hell yeah. Always want more research. More free stuff. Torpedo weapons. Now he's going back after tractor beams. Lakaran fungus. Uh-oh. Supercharging complete. Time to go for the hyperdrive. That was quick. Alright, can we afford to speed this one up? Gonna cost 59,000. Huh? Pay it. Worth it. You still can. You can still play Fleet General. One ship at a time. Give them orders. And then wait. And then give them more orders. And then wait and give them more orders. Just think of all the extra fun you're going to have giving all those extra orders. They've increased your fun level dramatically. I just got to turn those messages off. Hey, message log. I do not want to see... Oof. I can't turn off exploration messages in general. All I want to get rid of is the portion of them that they tell me that there's more stuff to discover. That's not what that's going to do. Guess I'm stuck with them. Oh yeah, let's go look at victory progress. Hey look, we're the winner. We're winning. We're the only one we know about, so therefore we are winning. I'm sure that illusion will be harshly shattered as soon as I get in contact with any of the other empires. But for the moment, I can pretend. 50% on Rylig. %. That hits 100. We should have another big wave of ships coming in for retrofitting as everybody comes back for the advancement in engines as well as the drive technology. Then we're going to have to make some more decisions. We got the planetary governments. We got the center built, which is that thing there, Planetary Administration Center. So that gives us increase in appearance chance for ambassadors, better leader quality, 5% happiness for the colony, 10% corruption reduction, colony defense, and colony development, with an annual maintenance of 500 credits. The important ones there in my mind are the colony happiness and colony corruption reduction. The rest, I don't care all that much about. But that's one way to offset the huge negatives for corruption values and such. 43% corruption, large population size, high taxes, recent pirate raids, low development levels, crop size, unassimilated populations. We only have a couple of those really in play. Mostly our 37% tax rate that's causing that. And I am itching to take control of the tax rates and lower them, but I just don't want to fiddle. How's our sphere of influence looking? Uh-oh. Welcome to Prime's research station. Genetic scans indicate no Shakturi encoding or interference. Welcome, your return has been long awaited. Provide the designated security code to disable automated defenses and resume normal operation. Freedom Prime Gamma 2 or Security Prime Delta 3. Security activated. Disarm code invalid. You will now be destroyed. Alright, where is it? That's unfortunate. Oh, it's close too. Oh, it's the first of those 2 ping locations. Yeah. That's unfortunate. Prime Research Center. Research lab, assault batteries, missile Aegis missile batteries, shields and armor, hyperfusion reactors, multiple research labs. Would have been nice. You gonna make it? You gonna make it? Yep, he's out of here. He made it. Another survey guy here scanning the planet. That's funny. That is hilarious. Where'd you run off to, buddy? I don't think it's that guy there. He couldn't have gotten far. Maybe he did get blown up. Oh, that is him. Oh, that's different than the guy in system. Okay, so you're going to try to repair... You're going to go in system first and then bounce. Go get repaired. What got hit? You got damaged sensor and a destroyed engine and a destroyed defensive system. Alright. Valid. Do your thing. I'll remember at some point and send another explorer over to that one. New spy has appeared. Stop it. Offer to sell us a research project, basic troop transports for 29 grand. Alright, that's worth it. Successfully stole some target tracking. Ooh, hyperdrive completed. Stole some beam weapon tech. What the hell? Constant beams? No. Stop it. Okay, so I'm going to let those play out, and then we're going to queue up some new research projects. Still got cash, just paid for a few things. What else was I dealing with? Something happened I wanted to look at, and I got distracted by all the pop-ups. I forget. Order queues will happen. #1 priority for improving manual playstyles. Yeah, that's good news, I guess. I vaguely miss them, but I usually try to play at a high enough automation level that I try to stay away from that level of micro. I know it can be beneficial, especially with picking like early exploration routes and probably other things, but oh my goodness. Wait. Is that the one? That's funny. Unknown Ruins. Plus it already has the all research bonus. But we've got to deal with the research center here being hostile. Luckily, it's not super strong. Problem being, I mean, I'd love to capture it, but I'd have to get quite a few techs in order to get boarding Marines and such, able to actually capture it versus just blow it up and build my own space station. So, I don't think I'll be able to build a station around that planet with that one in position. Yeah, it's showing up as hostile. Sure. Queue with threat investigation and clearance. I don't know what you're going to do about that, but it's not like I have a military. My 4 escorts, a frigate, and a destroyer. Good luck. I don't think you guys would pair up well against that thing's defenses. Refueling? They've done a ton of work on trying to fix the fueling stuff. There were definitely problems, but that's one of the main things they've been working on, is trying to get the fleet behavior and especially refueling issues cleared. More research. Up to 281. Numbers are starting to look pretty good. How you guys doing over here? We're up to Space Station Model 14, are we? Got some resources on site. Pretty good amount of Caslon on hand. How we doing on just colony? Oh, we're breaking even on Nuri already. That's impressive. That's faster than I thought that was going to happen. Development levels helping, keeping the people happy so we can get the taxation rate increased so they can pay their own damn way. Oil cow's big problem is just a super low population level. Unless we get some more immigration going to that place, it's going to stay low. But I mean, we only sent 27, 28 over originally, and it's up to 72. So we have to have freighters sending people over. Passenger ships transporting tourists. There's migrants. Yep, to oil call. So we do have some migration going on. Fair amount. So it'll keep growing. Won't be too long. My own cash flows at 11. Ooh, private economy is below 100,000. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't want to starve out my private economy. Did we get the big... Oh, that's what I was going to look at. I was looking for the big construction yards with everybody upgrading. So, should be getting a lot of retrofitting. Yeah. Retrofitting to the new hyperdrives that are substantially better. Settle down. Okay, so yeah, stable warp fields, hyperdrive tech. So we picked up nuclear supercharging, so we could have the reactors that would be able to put out the energy we need in order to run the hyperdrives, the Garax hyperdrives. So we went from jump range or hyperdrive speed of 200k at a range of 120 m, so 200 and 120. And we jumped to 400 and 140. So we doubled the speed and got, what, a little more than 10% of the range increased. And the accuracy is about the same. So, much, much, much faster. And on the next one, we've got choices. We can do hyperdrive inhibiting, fast jump hyperdrives, enhanced hyperdrives, efficient hyperdrives, or high-speed hyperdrives. You know, pick your poison. Currently locked out because we need hyperdrive bonus still. We're 2% short on being able to do any of these till we get some more research locations with bonuses in the particular field. Might be time to finally start getting some weapon systems going. It's probably past time. If I were going to pick anything else, it would probably be enhanced civilian ships. Get us the medium exploration, large mining, medium freighter, medium passenger, and a fuel tanker. Yeah, let's get that queued in. Then I think I'm going to have to switch over to some military stuff. Still don't have the sensor range or sensor tech high enough. Pick all the ones that have got progress. That queues us up pretty well. %. Unbuilt 7 general category. And 2... Oh, yeah, just that. 6, 5, 4. Another research station coming online. 3, 2, 1. And there it is. More research. Up to 298. Now jump me over to that one. Xenox Fertility Treatment Vault. Well, that sounds fun. We have a resort base here already. All right, investigate. Uh-oh, Ancient Guardian Vault. Found technology enables us to research in Ancient Guardian Vault investigations. All right, dismiss. So now in our research list, down at the very bottom, we've got Ancient Guardian Vault list. And there's actually more to this, but you have to do them one at a time. We'll get to that. Stole some more stuff. Railgun weaponry. So we should pretty much always have, I think it's set for 2/3 usually, 2 counterintelligence to 1 active spy. We have any turncoats yet? Fascination, espionage, concealment. So far, everybody's pretty good. That must be the newer guy, I hope, with no skills. Yeah, we got him down to -10. The time? I don't have cash. Gotta wait till I have cash. I kind of figured. We're getting chased off by the research center. Hopefully you guys make it out. Not sure. Not sure how I can cancel that build order. That might be a recurring thing till I figure out how to cancel that build order. I wasn't sure if it was going to be a problem or not. Apparently it's going to be a problem. Ah, we finally got a failure. Coordinated docking. Lots of freighters and miners working in the area. 93 million, 95. Oh, lots of ships bringing migrants in. Go ahead and queue up station. I never know which of these to build. Let's just go with the higher numeric one. Scenery bonus. Where? Oh, only +7. +7's not enough. Gonna be a waste of money. Oh, that will help. Gets us to 10. Come on, give me the offer. More construction research bonus. Gonna ask me that 1,000,000 times. Damn it, it wasn't enough. That sucks. Now it's going to be too long before I can send him another gift. We'll fade out. Hate when that happens. Uh-oh. No. My poor new planet just had a tsunami. No, it was a planetary tsunami. It just did a lot of damage to various bonuses and such. I forget everything that happens during those, but yep, build a new research, please. Cash flow is staying too low. I'm getting a little worried. Sphere of influence has grown quite a bit. Still mostly centered around the colonies, Sewell, Kuruba, and the new one. Laughter and Leadership Vault. Ancient ruins from lost civilization at the Ocean Moon. Alright. Hey there, Ocean Moon. North of Sewell. Ancient Guardian Vault investigation. Ancient Guardian leadership theory. Ancient Guardian leadership observations. Okay. We got all these secondary categories. Sure, we'll throw that into the list down there at the bottom. We'll power through these really quickly. Enhance civilian ships in the Commerce Center will take a bit, but the rest of them will blitzkrieg right through. That's right, I don't have money. Can't be crash researching things. Red Moon Skyjackers is the one I need. That got us to... God damn it. I did the wrong one again. How did I get to Sinister? That is so annoying. So annoying. That's the second time I've done that. Grr. I don't have the cash to shrug that kind of thing off currently. This poor colonist has been sitting on that colony ship for years and years now. Let's hope they're in some kind of suspended animation. Spaceport's done. More scenery bonuses. Pesky Gravelexes keep running my guys off. Don't worry, we'll soon start making some military ships and dealing with some of these monsters. I haven't built any new ships in a while. Everybody's staying pretty busy. Oh yeah, I haven't checked resources in forever either. We're still sitting at just one source on some, but we know about all of them, so at least we have access to all of the basic resources in pretty good quantities. Probably quite a few luxuries we still don't have. Perul Major Tranquility. So we found an empire finally. Initial communication has been extremely successful. Guarded with some friendliness. Okay. First contact. So we managed to get pretty far before we bumped into anybody. Zoom out and then turn on. Let's see, turn that off, turn that on. Not too far away either. That's unfortunate. right on the inside rim, just on the other side of those swirly clouds, nebulas, that I was talking about earlier. Okay, that's probably them over here as well. Well, somebody else will have to start paying attention to. What do we know about them? Supposedly they're at 185 output. We're currently at 415. Sure hope that's true. Sure would be nice if it's true. Not sure if I can rely on the number. Now we got somewhere to send our ambassador. Go to... Oh, can we get to them? I can't get to them yet. We declare war. Yeah, we'll wait a little bit. Might have to wait till I get the next hyperdrive before we do. No, we should be fine with one we've got. Back to neutral -2. A little more cash. Oh, here comes a big one. New leader. Good old democracy. Alright, let's try one more time. Get the right ones. Red Moon Skyjackers. With whom we have a protection agreement. Hopefully 13's enough. They want to sell it to us for nothing? Sure. It sounds like a great deal. I'm always happy to take stuff for nothing. Although I did just hand you a big boatload of cash. Come on. Give me the protection agreement. Finally. Alright, so we're out from under them. New ambassador. Still got nowhere to send them except for the pirates. I'll let my cash flow build back up again. Or my cash supply. What are we looking at? 13 grand? Only reason I'm able to keep doing this is because I'm operating with no military whatsoever. As soon as we start putting a military out and have to start supporting that, it's going to be a lot harder to keep the cash flow rolling. I do, however, now start to have money to start speeding this up. Oof. Much for having money. But that should give us another big bump in civilian shipbuilding. Speaking of, they're still hovering at just under 100,000. Good cash flow, but they're spending it. I'm just going to pull the trigger and allow that stupid colony to be kicked off here pretty soon. Decline. The little dots are moving a lot faster nowadays. Alright, now these are going to go through real fast. So we just got the tech for the new ship types again. Enhanced civilian. We're up to large mining and medium everything else. So there should be another big splurge. Hopefully the private economy's got enough cash to handle all these upgrades. Put a little money in my pocket. Definitely not going to large. Next up. Let's see. Limited terraforming. 100 grand. Let's go for... I think we just have to finish picking up the early weapon systems. We're going to get a lot of them done. Yeah, we'll just let them finish out. V2, save, and exit to main menu. Alright, so I'm getting a little tired finally. It's 2 o'clock in the morning, 2 a.m. my time, 0200, so I am going to stop there. So far I haven't run into too many of the issues that used to bug me, or none of them so far that really bothered me. 1 or 2 tiny things, but nothing I can't work around. Performance-wise, it's doing really well, so still early game in a middle-sized galaxy, but I'm still enjoying myself. We're still in the phase of the game where I'm pretty familiar with what's going on, and we haven't had any of the negative event type stuff that really hammers us happen yet, so we'll see how long I can push this no military thing. We're going to have to start putting something out soon. But I'll definitely return to it for some further Distant Worlds 2 gameplay as we continue checking out the newest iterations. So I hope you enjoyed this look, and you know, as always, let me know in chat, in Discord, in the YouTube comments, wherever, if you like this kind of game and gameplay, so I can make decisions on how many hours to put on the channel of various things. I will catch you later. Stay safe out there.